All right, I'm here, folks. I'm here. Sorry I'm late. That was not intentional. I was not intending for my haircut to go as long as it did. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope we're all excited for the game. What's going on, Danny? Hey, what's going on, Hannah? Good to see you. Haven't caught a stream in so long. Yeah, it has been a while. I hope you're doing well. Happy to have you today. I mean, I'm happy to have people every time they tune in. What the Sigma? Made it just in time for the anthems, folks. Just in time for the anthems. That's fantastic. We'll take that. We'll take that. What's going on, Christy? Good to see you again. Hey, what's going on? It's good, Austin. Sending love from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome in. That's great. The low taper fade. No. I don't even know what that's referencing. I'm too old. Also, Fleecy, thank you for the 8 months. Welcome in, Zane. Coolistic, how are you? Cold Katma, how are you? Will, Sean, good to see you. Visual Cortex. Hair reveal. I mean, it's just short. My hair's just shorter, and I just had a hat on it, so it doesn't look good right now. But all I did was just get it shorter. What's going on? 16-4 Edmonton win. Buns will be shook. Oh, boy. The Oilers scored 16 goals. That would be outrageous. I'm glad I didn't miss any of the game, though. Ooh. Yeah, my bad. My bad for being late. Greetings from Utah. What's going on, Spencer? Can we please help Jarry get a 900? That's what I would love. I want him to get a 900. Hey, what's going on, Gordon? How are you? 16-4, but only because it's against Austin's other favorite team. I don't even know what I would do, man. Bruins fans would go nuts. Like, it would be awful. What's going on, Dr. Sandwich? Good to see you again. Yan, good to see you. If Edmonton wins the cup, I'll donate 500. All right. I'll hold you to it. Hey, what's going on? What? Doing well, thank you. How many Oilers goals against are in the last 2 minutes of any period? Because it happens way, way too much. I agree. The Oilers are not good at closing out periods, apparently. Unfortunately. Yan with the 9 months, looking like a win-win for you tonight, eh? Well, like I said in my pregame, whenever the games are in Boston, I'll predict the Bruins to win. It's not that I don't want Edmonton to win. And then when the game is in Edmonton, I'll predict the Oilers to win. But I'm still an Oilers fan first. I want the Oilers to win tonight. What do you think of the Alex Lyon rumors? I hope they're true. I hope the Alex Lyon rumors are true. I think that is a massive upgrade on Calvin Pickard. Let's do it. Let's get a big win here. Let's get a big win. All right, Trent Frederic is back in Boston. He's lining up next to Geeky. He's having a little conversation there. All right, let's go. Let's see how it goes. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. NHL? Dreisaitl's going to take the face-off against Lindholm, and he'll get it back to Ekholm. And we are underway here in Boston at the TD Garden. I'm doing good, Colby. How are you? Mitch, how you doing? Oilers trying to get it into the Bruin zone early. Can't quite get it in, and there is a whistle now. So, puck is out of play. So we're about 15 seconds in. Literally nothing has happened. Roll the lines. Yeah, roll the lines. Hey, what's going on, people's first? Show us your low taper fade. I did just have my hat off, so if you missed it, that's your fault. That ain't on me. All right, off the face-off at the Bruins blue line. Boston will send it back into their own zone. Swayman is going to leave that for Peak. Lindholm will send it up the left boards, and looks like that's going to be icing on Boston. So we'll see if the Oilers can take advantage of an early unforced icing. I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's keeping warm and safe. The weather lately has been horrible. We have some packs of hockey cards to open in the intermission. We'll open 2 packs in the first intermission, 2 packs in the second intermission. Yes. Well, I do have a kitty cam ready to go. Here, I'll show you. Hold on. I don't know why I can't. Here we go. Oops. Oops. Where is the... I thought I had it. Yeah, that's the kitty cam right now. That just popped up, but there's no cat, so... All right, puck is sent into the Bruins zone. Nothing happened in the 20 seconds it took me to turn on that kitty cam for a moment. Lots of neutral zone play. Connor McDavid, he's going to send that puck into the Bruins zone. Hard around, kicked across to Zaka. He'll play it up the right wing. All the way around. Here's Middlestad with a shot towards the goal. That's a save by Jarry. Puck at the blue line here. Boston, little bit of zone time here, a little bit of pressure. They'll cycle it behind the Oilers' net. Connor McDavid trying to grab it along the half wall. It's kept alive by Zaka. Zaka centers it out in front, and Tristan Jarry with an easy save. Puck just kind of bobbled into his glove. I miss living in Vancouver. Vancouver was beautiful when I was there in October. It was so nice. I'll put snow in Austin's room. Why would you do that? Canucks, your second favorite team. Very nice, Mitch. Yeah, it's been a bad winter so far. Hopefully, and it's technically not winter yet. 21st of December is the official start of winter, the meteorological start of winter. It's a shot from distance, and that's going to be stopped by Tristan Jarry easily. Hibernating until further notice, exactly. I agree. Yeah, when I was a kid, man, winters were crazy cold. In the town I grew up in, sometimes in middle and elementary and middle school, it'd get down to minus 45 degrees Celsius. I remember so many days the buses didn't run. Those days are pretty rare now. Do you know how to adjust the weather on the clock in the back? I have the same one and I can't. The weather, it's just like through the app, the Divoom app. You should be able to connect it maybe. Here's Stillman in the lineup for the Oilers. He's playing in place of Alec Regula on the third pair with Emberson. Stillman was called up about a week ago. Maybe not quite a week ago. Regula's out with illness, so Stillman gets in. Third line out for the Oilers. Janmark can't come up with it. And here come the Bruins now with a high flip. Puck bounces off the glass out of the reach of Nurse. Jeannot plays it behind the Oilers' net. Kastelik fights for it against Frederic. And then the puck does leave the Oilers' zone down the ice and not icing. Hey, what's going on, Talkative Introvert? Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. And the puck's just going to slide towards Tristan Jarry. And it's been a very uneventful first 3 minutes and 3 seconds of the period. Not much has happened here. Looking for our first 3-game win streak, right? Making kids go to school minus 50 is grounds for a lawsuit. Twilight Princess, very nice. I've actually never played Twilight Princess. That's on the GameCube, right? Or originally released for the GameCube? Or was that on the Wii? Did I play Game of the Year? I have not played Expedition 33. It is on my list. I've owned it since it came out. I have not played it. GameCube, Wii, and Wii U. Gotcha. All right, here's Max Jones. He'll send that puck down the ice. Lindholm picks it up for the Bruins. Played across to Peak and up the right wing. Here comes Pasternak now. Pasternak did his warm-up in the man bun tonight, so I'm concerned Pasternak's going to have a big game for Boston. Puck along the half wall. The Oilers do get it out. Podkolzin chases after it. Savoy sends it across to Draisaitl into the middle. Here's Bouchard to Draisaitl. He'll play it to Ekholm. Waits for a lane. Ekholm on his backhand. Cycles it down low. Nobody there for the Oilers, but Podkolzin will go and throw a hit. And here comes Morgan Geekie. 24 goals on the year for Morgan Geekie. He'll throw a hit against Bouchard. Stillman now around the boards. Out of the reach of Podkolzin, but Podkolzin steals the centering attempt by McAvoy. Here's a puck across the ice to Stillman. Podkolzin grabs it, sends it in front to Savoy. Can't get a shot off. He's tied up very efficiently by Charlie McAvoy. Boston will send it behind the Oilers' net. Jarry. Jarry's very active, by the way. For those of you who aren't quite aware, Tristan Jarry does like to come out of his net. He does like to play the puck. Not quite Mike Smith level active, but he is pretty active with his stick. Here's McDavid. He tried to skate through a few defenders, and here come the Bruins now, 2-on-2. Mittelstadt, left circle, stops up, waits for a lane. Puck bounces into the slot. McDavid on the back check does a good job to grab it. Now McDavid with tons of speed. Here comes McDavid. He gets by Zacha, tries to center it to Hyman. It's going to be stolen by Lindholm. Lindholm up to Zacha. Here's Zacha now. He'll send it across to Mittelstadt, left side. Nice stick by Hyman, and that puck is going to flip over towards, okay, kitties. Hey, my two, Kitty and Franklin are wrestling each other. Sorry, I had to break that up. The puck flipped onto Jarry. No harm, no foul there by Hyman. We're in the orange jersey with McDavid in the C. Very nice. Very nice. He reminds me of Mike Smith with his out-of-net play and how he plays pucks. Yes, I like him on the penalty kill because he will just shoot the puck down the ice on his own. What's up, Basket? Got a minor concussion last week. Listening to your videos have been making my recovery a lot easier. Keep up the great work. Oh, boy, thank you so much. I hope you're doing okay. Lots of rest, right? I've had numerous concussions. It is the absolute worst. Make sure you get lots of rest, lots of water. Limit your screen time as much as you can. And hopefully you're going to be okay in the long run here. Sending my best wishes to you. Concussions are the absolute worst. What jersey would you get, Introvert, if you got one? Would you get a home, a road, or a cream jersey? And then what player would you get on it? Puck is sent back to Emberson. Oilers offensive zone draw behind the Bruins net. Janmark's tied up, and the Bruins will skate out with it. Kastelik loses it, and the Oilers will send it back in. Mangiapane chases behind the Bruins goal. He'll take a hit. Jeannot, just out of his reach. Adam Henrique will try and keep the play alive. Kastelik steals it from Henrique, though. The Bruins looking to get going. Here's Sean Corrali into the Oilers zone. Left circle, down low around the boards. It looks like Mangiapane's going to steal that and get it to the neutral zone. Nugent Hopkins, hey, that'd be a good one. That would be a good one. Draisaitl out on the ice now. He'll play that puck to Stillman. Stillman holds on to it, looking to make a play here. Good outlet to Ekholm. Ekholm towards Swayman, and Swayman will just hang on to that. Weak shot for the Oilers. Their first on goal this game, and it looks like we'll have our first commercial break here. The most uneventful period of hockey so far. We are 6 minutes into this period, and nothing is happening. Next jersey is Draisaitl, Nuge, and Hyman, Cream. Hey, there you go. Just ordered a bunch of Oilers merch. Very nice, very nice. Watching the Pens game made it clear that anytime Stu plays the puck out of his net, he slows the breakout down and the defenders stay hemmed. Yes. Stu was never great at handling the puck. He does hesitate a lot too. If he's not sure where he wants to put it, then everyone on the ice is guessing what he's going to do. Stillman was playing with Bakersfield in the AHL. Hey, what's going on, Vince? Good to see you. Bees are being stingy right now. Yes, they are. The Bruins are playing stingy. It's difficult for Europeans because nearly nothing is available or even displayed, even if you ordered online. I don't know how it works when you order online. If they do global shipping, like if you ordered from the Oilers store or something. All right, let's start our poll. First goal. We're going to go Leon. We're going to go Hyman, Janmark, or other. Get your votes in with the poll. We'll get that going during the commercial break. Mangiapane is so goddamn soft, man. Hopefully we can find a trade for him. Mangiapane's underlying metrics aren't terrible. He started off strong. There's Trent Frederic. He's getting a welcome back from the TD Garden faithful. Getting a little round of applause there. Good for Trent Frederic. He spent a lot of time in Boston, shed a lot of blood. He was quite the physical monster with the Bruins. Not how he's playing in Edmonton, though. All right, offensive zone draw. Draisaitl wins it back. Ekholm plays it across to Bouchard. He'll give that to Podkolzin. Nice stop by Podkolzin. Draisaitl towards the Bruins goal. That goes wide, and that's going to end up leaving. Geekie sends it across the ice, stolen by Leon. Well, and then Leon almost gave it away there, but nice job by Bouchard to recover for him. Leon again trying to play the puck through the middle, but the Bruins are doing a good job getting their feet and sticks in the lanes here. Podkolzin now fighting for the puck in the neutral zone. It's going to be brought in by Savoy. He takes a hard hit by Peak. Draisaitl will chase it behind the net. Pasternak puts it up the half wall. Nice job by Bouchard, keeping the puck alive for now, but that's going to go in deep. Draisaitl will chase after it against Lindholm, but a nice little move by Lindholm. Hampus Lindholm carries it up the ice, sends it across. Here's Lindholm now. He's hit. Max Jones will play it off the right boards, and that's going to be played by Lowry. The Bruins. Chala, they can't get into the Oilers zone. Boston might have messed up here. Here comes Stillman. He'll skate it in. Stillman around, centers it. Off the pad of Swayman. He'll play it back to the blue line. Oh, and Emberson shot attempt to stick breaks, and here comes a breakaway for Boston with a shot, and that goes high and over the net. Fraser Minton didn't quite have a breakaway. He was kind of on his own. Emberson had no stick to defend there. His stick broke on the shot attempt, but Minton ended up shooting it over the net, and then Jarry ended up hanging on to it. Oh, boy. That's a very unfortunate stick break for Emberson. Almost led to a goal against. I like Jarry on that breakaway. He was out pretty deep from his crease. He wasn't sitting back too far, so he didn't give Minton much of an angle to shoot at. Face-off won by the Oilers. Darnell Nurse skates it through the neutral zone with a high flip towards Jeremy Swayman, and Swayman will just hang on to that and kill the play. Nurse is having a conversation now. 12:25 to go in the first period. This is the most uneventful hockey I have seen in quite some time. Literally neither team is able to really get anything going. It's a bit of a feeling out process. I agree with that, Samich, about Jarry. Yeah, that's true, Lucky. That's true. Stick coincidentally made in Boston. The stick is a double agent. Emerson's stick was a double agent. Here come the Bruins now. They're trying to come up with it, but McDavid with speed through the neutral zone. He'll play it up to Stastny. Stastny to Hyman. Hyman works it down low to McDavid. Connor McDavid for the Oilers, 20 points in his last 7 games. McDavid trying to send it in deep. That goes off of another skate. Charlie McAvoy did a good job defending. Wow, nice one hand on the stick by McDavid. Gets it to Nuge to Nurse with a shot, and that's a save by Swayman with the right pad. Bruins now making a change. So are the Oilers with 11:40 to play. I know, dog. I know. I agree. No, that's not block hockey for you. Here comes the third line for the Oilers. Stillman up the left wing, deflected in by Janmark. Swayman out of his goal. Swayman up the left boards. Mangiapane gives it to Henrique. Henrique plays it around to Janmark. Third line cycling. Stillman down low. Oilers working it behind the Bruins goal again. Henrique to the blue line. Emberson keeps it alive, but Henrique can't keep it in. It's sent back to Emberson. Emberson resets in his own zone with Stillman. Stillman gives it to Emberson. Emberson kind of overskated it for a second, but he's able to get that puck in deep. Here's Lindholm for the Bruins. As both teams, it's kind of a one and done every time they get in the O-zone. Oh, almost a breakaway pass there for Jeannot, and that's going to be offside by the Bruins, and the outlet to Jeannot, he would have had room to split the Oilers' defense, but couldn't come up with it. That is icing on Boston. He gives his time on ice based on salary, apparently. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, the higher you're paid, generally the larger your role is on a team. So, yeah, it's tough, though. I agree with that, Bake. I agree with that. They got to play a full 60 minutes right to the buzzer. Cannot give up late, leaky goals, man. Nothing more frustrating than giving up a goal with less than a minute left in the third. I know goalies will never outright beat, Jarry's not going to come out and be like, I wish I could have had the 900. I wish we would have kept playing. But here comes Savoy. Savoy plays the puck behind the Bruins net. Ekholm steps up to keep it alive. Pasternak gives it to McAvoy, and McAvoy flips it through the neutral zone. Bouchard now backhands it back up the ice. Savoy backhands it to Draisaitl. Across, here's Bouchard. Enters the Bruins zone. Drops it for Podkolzin. Podkolzin skates it in. Savoy, far corner. Draisaitl along the near half wall. Plays it back to Ekholm, and the Oilers just can't quite keep the play alive. The Bruins are doing such a good job with their sticks. Oh, man, and Savoy tried to pass there, and that bobbled over his stick. Here's McAvoy now. He'll send it in deep. Yeah, Henrique doesn't have a goal since October 26th or something. I'd like to see Henrique maybe get one. That would be really nice. Here come the Oilers now. Flipped in. Picked up by Lindholm. Lindholm through the middle. David Pasternak for Boston. He'll play that to Peak. Andrew Peak for the Bruins. Right circle. He'll skate behind the Oilers' goal. Looking to make a centering pass to the blue line. Here's Pasternak now towards the goal. Deflected in front, and that went just wide. Nice tip by Zacha and went just wide of the net. Here's Middlestad for the Bruins. Down low to Pasternak. That's stolen by McDavid. He'll play it up to Nugent-Hopkins on the left wing. And McDavid now to Nurse. Nurse drops it for McDavid. Right circle, Bruins zone into the middle. Here's Nugent-Hopkins with a shot, and that's stopped by Jeremy Swayman. That was a good look for Nuge. Best chance of the period for Edmonton, and Jeremy Swayman, he's able to stop that with, he makes it look easy. Jeremy Swayman, one of the best goalies in the league this year. As we'll have our next commercial break with 9:02 to play. I thought I stopped the clock there. We'll go back to 9:02. I think you're right, Yeti. I think part of the issue with a few Oilers is what is their role, right? Whenever Edmonton is down a goal, they load up McDavid and Draisaitl. So then you're telling the rest of the group, hey, we don't really think you're going to get the tying goal for us or get the offense going. So if they don't want the bottom six to play offense, okay, you're asking them to play defense. But they don't play defense that well because they get scored on much more often than they're able to produce. So then that's a net negative. And then it's a snowball effect. Bottom six gets scored against, so then you want to play your top six more. Bottom six gets less ice time, so they're less confident. And then it just... You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate. Grades from Germany. 4 points for Draisaitl. Yes, against Pittsburgh. That was a great game. I thought so too. I thought that's what Trent Frederic wanted to do. He wanted to play center on the third line. I remember when they signed him and he talked to the media, that's what he said. And then training camp hit, obviously with Hyman out, you have to figure out, okay, who's going to play on the top line with McDavid. But then Chris Knobloch in training camp had Frederic on the top line with McDavid and Draisaitl. That's what he wanted to start the season with. He spent all of preseason in the first 4 games of the year with that role. And I was like, why? What do you think of Canucks Zeev Buem? He's unbelievable. He's going to be very, very good. He's good right now, but he's a really good player. Henrique has 45 blocks more than double. or more than second place blocks on the Oilers. Oh, geez, that's crazy. Well, if you have a lot of block shots, that means you're defending a lot. You're stuck in your own zone a lot. Off the offensive draw, McDavid wins it to Nurse with a shot towards the Bruins goal. That goes wide of the net. McDavid will pick up the rebound, though. In the left circle, stops up, looks to center it. Oh, man, played in front by Swayman. Nugent Hopkins almost came up with it. McDavid takes a hard hit by Zadorov. Good hit by Zadorov. Good clean check, and now Zadorov will skate it through the neutral zone. Puck sent around, takes a weird hop off the boards. Nice job by Jarry, though. He plays that up. I love Jarry. I love how he's active at making plays with the puck. He'll pass it up. Oh, I got you. All good, Vespi. Oh, giveaway in the neutral zone. Boston will send it back in. Jarry out of his crease, leaves it for Ekholm. Ekholm up the right boards, out of the reach of Hudson. Shot blocked by Hudson and deflects on to Jarry. And he'll hang on to that. I don't know how they're crediting Boston with a shot there, but okay. Adam, Chris Russell, Henrique. Yes. In an optimal world, Henrique would be your fourth line center at this point of his career. Yep. And I think Henrique also, it's going to sound weird. Every now and then, if you wanted Nuge to center the third line, I wouldn't mind Henrique playing next to McDavid. If you're looking for extra depth for the bottom six, but because Adam Henrique, he's a smart player. He's not going to ever be in a bad position defensively, so. Playing the puck without falling on his face. He can move in his crease without falling on his face. Here's Henrique. He loses it. That's going to be taken by Minton to Lowry, just out of his reach. Lowry brings it into the Oilers zone, but that's going to be stolen by Bouchard. Plays it across to Ekholm. Ekholm now. Across back to Bouchard as the Oilers are looking to get a breakout here, but the Bruins doing a good job clogging that neutral zone. Nobody on Boston is forcing the issue here. They are trapping hard. Bouchard plays it up to Henrique. Henrique trying to get him on Mangiapane, and he loses it again. Janmark applies pressure, but the Bruins will send it through the neutral zone. He's Steves. He'll chase after it against Ekholm. Ekholm throws him against the boards. Bouchard plays it up. Stolen by Boston, though. Oh, and here's Peak, puck in his feet. If he would have grabbed it, had a good shot attempt, but he could not grab it. Played up by the Oilers. Here's Mangiapane waiting for a change. Oh, what a horrible giveaway by Mangiapane. Kastelik with a shot, and that goes high and wide. Mangiapane with a brutal giveaway. Now the Bruins have the offensive pressure. Horrible play by Mangiapane, man. What are we doing here? Nice job by Emberson to Stillman. Stillman to Hudson. Hudson to Frederic. Frederic does a good job, and he's drawing a power play for the Oilers. Okay, fourth line, drawing a power play here. Let's see if the Oilers can get their offense going a little bit. I mean, have you seen the Bruins roster? They have to trap to, they kind of have to trap. Trent Frederic, though, drawing a penalty for Edmonton, drawing a power play. Kastelik for tripping. I don't even know if Frederic was tripped by Kastelik or what happened there. Interesting. All right, Draisaitl on the faceoff, loses it. Boston can't get it out. McAvoy falls off the draw. And here's Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. Oh, man, Bouchard up the half wall, just out of the reach. And here come the Bruins, potential 2-on-1. Lindholm towards the goal. That's stopped by Jarry. Puck into the corner. Now here comes McDavid with speed. McDavid will skate it in, drop it to Draisaitl, right circle. Draisaitl gives it to McDavid. McDavid centers it to Nugent Hopkins, and he scores. Ryan Nugent Hopkins makes it 1-0 Edmonton. Nice pass by Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid stays red hot, and the Oilers, they get the early 1-0 lead. Let's go. So nice job by McDavid. He had tons of speed when he entered the Bruins zone here. Gave it to Draisaitl, and then he gave it back to McDavid behind the Bruins net, and then Nugent Hopkins just kind of skates through, and that's bad coverage by, who was that on Boston? Number 52, Corrali. Coach isn't going to like that. Coach isn't going to like that. Nice job by Nuge, though. Good finish. Nuge is huge. Love that, Alex. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so the Oilers get they get the first goal. Shots are 6-5 Edmonton. Oilers score on the power play right away. Matthias Ekholm for Edmonton. Plays it up to Podkolzin, and Podkolzin, he'll dump it in deep, chases after it with Draisaitl. Peak loses it to Savoy. What a play by Savoy. He gives it back to Podkolzin. Podkolzin now gives it to Draisaitl. Oh, to the blue line, just out of the reach of Ekholm. Wasn't quite there to stay onside. Here's Lindholm for the Bruins. Up the boards, off of a body, and here comes Morgan Geekie. Here comes Geekie now with a shot towards the Oilers' net, wide of the goal. Here's Pasternak now. Boston looking to respond after giving up the first goal of the game on the power play. I love pistachios, but they're so messy. I don't eat pistachios. All right, so the first goal scorer ended up being Nuge. So if you guessed Nuge, you win. I don't know what you win, but here comes Mitten for Boston. He's checked by Hutton. Nice job by Quinn Hutton here. Oh, what a move by Hutton. Or Hudson. Not Hutton, it's Hudson. Hudson, he steals it back. The Oilers trying to come up with it, and Jones just can't get a handle. Quinn Hudson pretty confident with the puck there. Puck goes out of play. We'll have a commercial break. I mean, I think what they're saying is with the Bruins coaching is that Boston has 20 wins this year. Look at their roster. When the first game of the season, Boston, their set lines out of training camp, I put out a tweet. I was like, oh yeah, they're going to be in the Gavin McKenna sweepstakes. Like, this is going to be a very bad Boston team. And Boston finds ways to win. Now, a lot of that's the goaltending because their underlying metrics aren't good, but that does come with coaching as well. So I think that's what the logic is. Boston is overperforming expectations, and the Oilers are underperforming expectations. So that's how I kind of see the argument that Boston's coach is better than Knoblauch. Of course, Knoblauch has been in the Cup final 2 years in a row, so it's hard to argue with the results, right? I think Cam Dineen's hurt right now, or he was earlier this season, Sean, but I agree. Hudson is if Hughes and Lane Hudson had a kid. I agree. I agree with you, dog. I want Quinn Hudson to play with some skill players. I think Hudson on the third line with Henrique and Mangiapane should be the way to go. I don't like that Hudson's on the fourth line with Frederic. It just doesn't make sense to me. Play skill guys with other guys who can play with the puck. I'm with you. I'd be cool with that, Killbot. Yep. Why not? If he's anything like his brother, I mean, his brother's pretty damn good. But Quinn Hudson has a lot of, you can tell he's good with his stick, his speed, his skill. He's got a good shot, too, if he can get pucks towards the net. And they're showing the Four Nations winner by McDavid, which took place at the TD Garden in February last year. Can't believe it's almost been a year since the Four Nations. That's crazy, man. Time has been flying. Oilers haven't been too bad. It's been very, very defensive by both clubs, Mega. Nugent Hopkins scored the first goal for the Oilers on the power play. So 1-0 Edmonton. Goal from Nuge. Yeah, Roslovic's going to add so much more depth, right? That's going to do wonders for the forward group, in my opinion. I would probably play Roslovic on the first or second line, maybe move Nuge to third line center when he comes back, but I don't know how you'd roll it. Puck sent out of play, deflected, 4:47 to go. Got a Christmas show to perform, can't watch, just dropping in to say hi, and that Savoy is the GOAT. Yes, he is. Good luck with your Christmas show. Wishing you all the best. I'm not sure. I don't know what the timeline is for Roslovic, if I'm going to be honest with you. He took a shot to the testicles. is what happened, and that's why he's been out. Jason Gregor said that his cup didn't protect him very well. So you can only imagine, if you are a born male watching this stream right now, you'll know what that feels like. Or you'll know what that could feel like and how not good that would feel. Exactly. His jingle bells got rocked. Cheeks Clappinen. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Clappinen. He fell into the boards earlier this season, and I'm not sure. He was close to coming back, and then he re-aggravated his injury in practice. Oh, and there's a trip on Nurse. Yeah, Darnell Nurse is going to the box. He tripped up a Bruin there. That's a terrible penalty to take if you're Darnell Nurse, man. Come on. 4:05 to play in the first period. And Nurse is arguing it like he clearly had his stick in the legs. Yeah, oof. Mangiapane and Lowry were going at it behind the play. And then he had one hand on his stick. The Bruin went down pretty easily. But it is a trip. If the trip on Frederic is a trip, then that's a trip as well. So the Oilers have to kill this. Bouchard tried to clear, went off a body. Ekholm fights for it along the far corner in the Oilers zone. Zacha trying to grab it. Nugent Hopkins will get it behind his net, and he has lots of time. He'll make a play here up the middle of the ice, and that'll go behind the Bruins net. Here comes Charlie McAvoy. Through the neutral zone, he'll spin away from a check. Drops it back. Here comes Lindholm now. Into the middle. Breakaway and goal. Wow. Pavel Zacha. Breakaway goal. The defense. I don't know what happened to the defense there. Zacha was just able to walk in. Good breakout by the Bruins, but you're on the penalty kill. What's going on here? How did Zacha have so much time to just walk in? I need to see this. The Oilers did a good job clearing. Nice job by McAvoy. He spun, gave it to Lindholm. Or Zacha, sorry. And then you had Emberson and Stastny. Ooh. Emberson, man. Emberson got beat. And then Darnell Nurse with the bad penalty, too. It's tough to blame Jarry on that, man. That's a good goal from Zacha. So both teams have scored on the power play. My goodness gracious. And you know Stastny was probably only on the kill because Nurse was in the box. Right? That's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. Because usually Nurse is one of their big penalty killers. That's brutal. Here's Jarry now. He'll reverse it along the wall to Hyman and gives it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl just out of the reach of Ekholm. Ekholm gets it in deep. Swayman plays it around. Stolen by Hyman. Tries to throw it on goal. Doesn't make it. Here's McDavid now for the Oilers. Into the middle. Bouchard with a shot. Deflects wide. Ekholm can't keep the play alive, but Hyman will. Hyman behind the net. Here's McDavid. Oh, what a read by Swayman. McDavid tried to cut out in front with the puck, and Swayman did a good job. Swayman did a good job with his stick there. Bruins bring it into the Oilers zone. That's going to be offside. 2:54 to play. I'm with you, Yeti. Good heads-up play by Swayman there. Goalies that are good with their stick, active, super underrated skill in the NHL. All right, off the face-off, Oilers win it. Nurse to Stastny, and that puck goes off of a body and out of play. 2:48 to play here. All right, 2:48 to play. Shots are 7-5 Boston. If you're just tuning in, both teams have scored a power play goal. Nugent Hopkins made it 1-0 on the power play, and then Pavel Zacha tied it on a Bruins power play. Hey, what's going on, Everett? How are you? I think there's teams that would take Nurse. If Edmonton retained a little bit of salary, you just don't want to retain too much on it, right? But Nurse has a full no move for another two or three years. That's icing on Edmonton. 2:38 to play. I think he still has 5 years left on it. Lucky. Like Nurse, listen, Nurse is not he's not a bad player. He's just overpaid. The role that he plays and that he's asked, he just can't fulfill that role. He's not that good. That's the problem. And they actually lowered his role, right? He used to be on the top pair for Edmonton, most minutes played, but like they've had to reduce it because he just can't handle tough competition anymore. Here's a face-off win for the Bruins. Nice job by Stastny to get a stick in the way of Pasternak. Does not allow him to get the shot off. Pasternak to Lindholm. To Geekie. Geekie for the Bruins. Gives it back to Lindholm. Lindholm at center. What a pass by Pasternak to Geekie. Geekie walks in with a shot and a good stick by Darnell Nurse. See, that's a good defensive play. But what a pass by Pasternak there. He sent that across the ice. Geekie came in, but Nurse, good play there. Oilers are 8 of 9 wins at the Bruins barn. What do you mean? Because I think the Oilers have what? They're 6-2-2 in their last 10 overall against Boston, not at the TD Garden during my pregame. But yeah, in TD Garden, yeah. Oilers have won a ton here. But in the Oilers' last 10 overall against the Bruins, they're 6-2-2. Here's the play to the blue line. Boston will cycle around. Janmark trying to get it out. Mangiapane skates by it. Boston keeps it alive. Shot towards the goal, and that once again goes out of play. When's Jarry going to get a new Oilers mask? I don't know. I don't know how long it takes to get a custom mask because you have to get a custom fit, right? It's got to feel comfortable. Here's Emberson. He'll play through the middle of into the neutral zone. Boston will send it back in. Boston's usually a bit more physical. Boston's very defensively minded, especially when games are tied like this. But Boston can turn it up. They've done a very good... look at this in the neutral zone. They had 5 of them. They're just daring the Oilers to try and skate through it. Edmonton's forced to dump, and then Boston's defense is mobile. They'll get back and grab it. Puck battle comes to the Bruins, though. Here's Jeannot. He'll give it to Lowry. Lowry trying to play it to Kastelik, and that went out of play with 1:22 to go. Shout out to wife Tammy at work. Love that. All right, 1:22 to play here in the first period. Shots are still 7-5 Boston. A very low event period of hockey. Nothing exciting has happened in this period, honestly, other than the 2 goals. The expected goals in this period have to be like really low at 5-on-5. I'm very curious to know what the analytics websites have because there's been nothing going on. Puck is sent into the Oilers zone. Bouchard will grab it. Bouchard's being pressured. Sends it into the neutral zone. Picked off by McAvoy. Middlestad will send it back. Hard and around. Ekholm reverses to Bouchard. 52 seconds to go in the period for Edmonton. Bouchard with an outlet to Nugent-Hopkins. He'll flip it in. Hyman will chase after it against Zadorov. Zadorov off the glass. Comes to Zaka. He'll throw it into the middle. Bouchard will keep the play alive in the offensive zone. Nice job by McDavid. He gets it to Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins to Ekholm on his backhand. Here's Ekholm. Steps around behind the Bruins net. Looking for a lane. Back to Bouchard at the point. Bouchard to McDavid. Nugent-Hopkins reverses it down low once again. Oilers top line with a bit of zone time here. Edmonton trying to come up with it. 16 seconds to play. McDavid gives it to Hyman. Hyman looking for a centering play. Here's McDavid with a shot, and that goes high and out of play. I don't know where that went. 9 seconds to play here in the period. Boys look kind of sleepy so far. Yeah, both teams. This is a incredibly boring, uneventful period of hockey. Geekie has scored 49 goals since January 1st, 2025. Geeky is on some kind of crazy heater, man. Oh, I'm excited, Sandwich. I'm excited to see the expected goals because there's just been nothing happening this whole period. Here's Hudson getting an ozone shift with Draisaitl with 9 seconds left in the period. Hudson's kind of getting involved here. And the end of the period, Hudson in a bit of a shoving match. Okay, interesting. Hudson's getting shoved by Pasternak, and the linesman stepping in. I hope Hudson doesn't get a penalty here. I would say unsustainable for Geeky, but he's been doing this for like over a calendar year now, or almost a full calendar year. Like, remember when Draisaitl, his first 50-goal season, and everyone's like, Draisaitl, he won't shoot 20% again. And then he just kept doing it, and we're like, oh, okay. Alrighty, folks. Let's take a look at a couple things. We're going to go to the box stats. Give me a second. Whoop. We'll find the Oilers. Game center. All right, so shots were 7-5 Boston. Each team has scored on the power play. Face-off percentage was in Edmonton's favor. Kastelik took a penalty for Boston. Nurse took a penalty for Edmonton. We'll also get the money puck opened up. Take money puck with a grain of salt. Their numbers have been a little bit strange lately. What is the deserve to win-o-meter? What is the expected goals this period? 0.7 to 0.5 in all situations. At 5-on-5, 0.5 to 0.2. That is what you call uneventful hockey, folks. That is just awful. Awful, boring, stingy. We'll call it stingy. The coaches might be happy. As a fan, that's not a fun period of hockey to watch. Jeez. That's brutal. All right, we'll take a look at the Nugent-Hopkins goal in the Edge visualizer here. It was on the power play. McDavid skated it in off the rush. Gave it to a Draisaitl. He played it down low to McDavid, and then you see Nuge walking in, gets by Corrali, he gets the one-timer, and he puts that puck into the net. Very, very nice for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. That was at 13:38. And then Pavel Zacha, watch him split the defense for the Bruins. McAvoy, he drops it back. See Stillman here, he's got to be back more. Stillman's got to be back a little bit more. And then Janmark as well. Like nobody knew what to do for Edmonton on that penalty. Like that's just a horrible read on the penalty kill from Edmonton's defense. Yeah, geez, look at that. Pavel Zacha. No, I'm not saying Geeky is as good of a shooter as Draisaitl. What I'm saying is the first time Draisaitl had his huge 50-goal season where he shot the lights out, a lot of fans didn't think it would be sustainable, myself included. But then Draisaitl, he's an efficient shooter, right? And Morgan Geeky, if you take a look at where he's scoring goals from, he's efficient at it. But yeah, that penalty kill unit, man, that's brutal. Oh, sorry, my bad. I wasn't sure. I just kind of glanced over at the comments. My apologies. All right, yeah. Boy. Expected goals. I guess the advanced stats don't matter after one period. Ekholm played 755. That was the most on the team. Jones played 211. Quinn Hudson Quinn Hudson. He's on pace to play about 8 minutes tonight. Love that. I agree with that, Sodium. I agree with that. 100%. 100% agreed. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here. Senators are up 1-0 on Pittsburgh. It is not Stuart Skinner in goal, for those of you who want to know. It is Shelovs. Montreal and Chicago tied at 1. Tampa's up 1-0 on LA. 2-0 Capitals over the Leafs. Jackets 1-0 over Minnesota. Philly and Buffalo tied at 1, and then there's a few games a little bit later tonight. Yeah, Bouchard's been playing. Bouchard actually had a pretty good period, defensively at least. We're not generating anything on offense right now, but I'd say Bouchard played a pretty solid first period, in my opinion. All right, folks, let's get some hockey card packs to open. There's 4 total. I'll open 2 now, and then we'll open 2 during the second intermission. I don't know how I want to do this. Let's see here. Let's see how I'm going to do this with this other webcam. This is it's going to look a little strange. Give me a second. Matthias Ghostmark. Let's see. It's going to have to be lifted up a bit. Don't mind the cable management here, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Danny, thank you so much for becoming a member once again. Appreciate that. All right, first pack. We're going to open this up. There are rookie cards. I think you can get a Matthew Schaefer rookie card in this set. Not sure, though. I kind of want to... You know what? We'll make this bigger. Why is this not auto? Oh, there we go. All right, we got Colton Sissons. Sissons, you got Sam Lafferty. Okay, like that. Yes, Sperry Kotkaniemi for the Ottawa Senators. We got Alex Nedeljkovic, who is no longer with the Penguins, I don't believe. Juraj Slavkovsky on the Montreal Canadiens. We've got a Dazzler. We got Zach Werenski Dazzler. Very nice. We got compadres, Washington Capitals. You got Ovechkin with Wilson. Does Tom Wilson make the... a Zane Parrick Young Guns. Okay. If Zane Parrick ends up having a great career, that could be something. He's a very good player. Excited to see a lot of him moving forward. You've got Dylan Larkin on the Red Wings. You've got Matt Zuccarello for Minnesota, Travis Konechny, and Ryan McDonough. All righty. Would I blame Jarry at all for the power play goal against? No. You can't give up a breakaway. It was a nice goal. You got to give credit to a shooter there, personally. I mean, would you like a save? Yeah, but you're not always going to get a save on that type of shot. Here is Nathan McKinnon, Nate Mack, currently in the NHL lead for points. Brendan Dillon, New Jersey. Here's Pasternak on the Bruins. Very nice. We got Vincent Trocheck on the New York Rangers. Hey, we got a Nuge. Here we go. Good luck. We got a little Nuge card. Good to see that. We got a sizzle reel, Owen Tippett. There we go. Not too bad. What is this? Upper Deck Portraits. Look at this Matthews thing. What am I looking at, dude? Oof. I do not like that at all. Oh, boy. I don't like that. I don't like that Matthews card. Braden Schneider on the Rangers. Moritz Seider. Got Rasmus Anderson. Lots of trade rumors for him. Josh Manson. Yeah, it's Josh Manson. And Brady Tkachuk. For the first two packs, nothing too special. We got a Zane Parrick rookie card, which is kind of neat. But nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy here, folks. Got to get a Jarry card for good luck. Put next to you. Absolutely. These are the Upper Deck Series 1. 2025, 2026 Series 1. That's the packs that I'm opening. I have two more for the second intermission open. It looks like the Matthews is cooked thumbnail from Hockey Psychology. It does. It actually does. That's funny. All right, folks. I am going to take a quick little breather here. There's 8 minutes to go in the intermission, so I will reset the clock. 1 second. 1 second. We'll have that intermission going. First intermission. There we go. All right, folks, I will be back. I will be back in a couple minutes. Y'all get Chair. I know how much you enjoyed Chair. All right, I'm back. Am I smoking a dart? No, I do not smoke. I was giving my cats supper. Bouch is not overpaid. I'm not going to have that discussion today, but Bouchard is not overpaid. There is one right shot defenseman, one right shot Canadian defenseman that is better than Bouchard, and that's Cale Makar. So if you're the second best Canadian defenseman in the NHL, right shot defenseman, you deserve the money that you get. I'm very excited too, Liam. I hope your Christmas ends up being amazing. I do not, Sean. Connor Brown was an all-star compared to our bottom six put together. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's... Oh, boy. Now, Connor Brown, he's a little unsustainable with his shooting percentage this season. His underlying metrics haven't been great in New Jersey, but I would like someone to go on a heater in Edmonton's bottom six for once. Yeah, he's not, though. That's never been Bouchard's game, right? Makar's dynamic because, like, his skating speed. He's just so quick. He's smooth. Smoke one for the room. If I had anyone in the stream yet talk about we traded Skinner for this kind of comment, what do you mean? Sorry, I'm not sure what you're asking me there, Stealth. Quinn Hughes card and goaltenders Gibson and Blackwood. There you go. I value pure defensive play from a defenseman over someone who gives up a lot of goals in the defensive zone, but scores also. Well, Bouchard really doesn't give up that many goals against. But if you're a plus player, when you are that's the job in hockey, right? Outscore your opposition. Bouchard outscores his opposition consistently and regularly. Being able to get the puck in the D zone and get it to your forwards, that's good defense to me. A defenseman shouldn't just play positionally well and then that's it. You got to be able to do a little bit more, and Bouchard does it very effectively. Now, I don't think Bouchard is elite defensively. He's very average, sometimes below average, and sometimes he looks like the worst D-man ever, but he gets the job done. He gets results. All right, so second period is on. We're 12 seconds in. Edmonton will send the puck in deep. They only had 5 shots in the first period, the Oilers did. Boston's going to skate it through. Here's Geeky. Tries to drop it to Pastrnak. Geeky holds on to it, though. Geeky uses his big frame to protect. Loses it to Podkolzin, though. Vasily Podkolzin for the Oilers. He'll shoot the puck in deep. Puck behind. Here's a pass in front by Savoy to Podkolzin. Almost had him for a one-timer there. Savoy gets it back to Podkolzin. Oilers working the cycle here. Podkolzin once again almost steals it. Pastrnak tried to play it through the middle, but he fanned on the pass, and Edmonton will send it back in deep, and McDavid will chase after it against Peak. Oh, and there's a high stick by Peak on McDavid, and the Oilers are going to get power play here. Peak is going to the box for 2 minutes. That's a high sticking penalty on Peak, so the Oilers are going to get a power play. McDavid reacted. So he went in, Peak. Sportsnet's not showing the penalty because they're just... I hate Sportsnet, man. Oh, no, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. I don't know what Peak is complaining about. That is a very clear, obvious penalty. Can't do that. Let's see if the Oilers can, take advantage of the power play. They've been power play merchants as of late. Let's keep that going. If they're not going to produce 5-on-5, let's make them pay on the power play here. Draisaitl, once again, going to get kicked out of the face-off dot, just like he always does. Face-off won by McDavid. McDavid gives it to Nugent-Hopkins. Here's McDavid now, centers it to Draisaitl with a baseball swing, and Swayman hangs on to that, no problem. Oh, that's awesome, Liam. I love that. I love to hear that. Look at Draisaitl playing some baseball there with the shot on goal. Didn't get all of it, though. Bit of a pop fly, you might say. Here's Draisaitl. He'll step in after McDavid got kicked out of the faceoff dot. You don't see McDavid get kicked out very often. Here's Draisaitl to McDavid. One-timer and a good save by Swayman. Boston's able to get this back to the neutral zone. Here's Evan Bouchard for the Oilers. He's going to reset. He'll drop it to McDavid. Skates with speed through the neutral zone and gives it to Nugent Hopkins. Spins from a check. Spins away from another check. And here's Nuge down low to McDavid. McDavid behind the net. He centers it out in front. One-timer by Hyman's blocked. And Boston will send that all the way down into the Oilers zone. Bouchard tells Jarry to just leave it. He'll come and grab it. Here's Bouchard now. Gives it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl. Nugent Hopkins. He'll flip it to McDavid with speed. McDavid drops it back to Bouchard at the point. Bouchard to Leon. Leon right circle across to McDavid. McDavid steps around Mitten. Here's McDavid with a shot and a good save by Swayman. Rebound out in front and Nugent Hopkins can't come up with it. That was a good shot and a good save by Swayman. Good shot by McDavid. Oilers, they're going to keep the top unit on. Draisaitl's going to give it to McDavid with speed again. He's trying to cut through the middle, and that's how you play speed on the penalty kill, man. Lindholm just took McDavid down, and that's what the Oilers defense needed to do to Zacha, who scored on the power play, splitting the defense. McDavid was not able to split the D there. Now Savoy, second unit out for Edmonton. Ekholm plays it in deep. Mangiapane trying to grab it. He falls. McAvoy has it. It was 3-on-1 behind the Bruins net. Nobody could get it from McAvoy. You had 3 Oilers on McAvoy, man. That's unacceptable. The Oilers do not win enough board battles. It's just embarrassing. Christ. All right, good kill for the Bruins. Penalty's over, and here come the Bruins now with a lot of speed across. Here's a shot and a good save by Tristan Jarry. Lindholm came in, good speed, good shot. Tristan Jarry, McDavid's bleeding in the face too. Why was that not 4 minutes? You can see the blood coming down above his lip. I don't think Lindholm would be snubbed. Hampus Lindholm is a pretty darn good D-man. But I don't know what Sweden's defense will look like, personally. I don't think Mangiapane has a no trade. I don't know, though. I'd have to look. You can Google it on Puckpedia. Oh, that puck was almost stolen. Here's a shot on Jarry, and once again, shot from distance. Jarry, he could see it all the way. I think Mangiapane's a frustrating player. I think the process is there. Maybe it's line mates. Maybe it's role. I don't know. Man, what a great kick pass by the Bruins there. What do you think the Oilers could do? Just be better? Work harder? The Oilers get outworked by their opponents pretty regularly along the boards. Board battles are a skill too, right? So here comes Podkolzin now. He's going to get by Lowry. Podkolzin plays it to the blue line. Ekholm towards the net. That's stopped by Swayman. Doesn't know where it is. It dropped in front of him. Podkolzin on the back check trying to grab it. Geeky putting a ton of pressure on Edmonton here. Puck comes to Lowry now. Boston looking to get a breakout. Puck deflected in. Stolen by the Oilers. Here's Emberson now up the right boards. Good pass to Janmark. Drops it back for Frederic with a shot. And that goes high and out of play. Good deflection. Man, if Trent Frederic could get a goal here against his former team, get something positive. Needs something positive in Frederic's game right now. That's true. Mangiapane, it might just be a fit. It could be a fit thing. But the coach has to find a fit, right? And that's Knobloch's problem. He doesn't find a good fit for a lot of different players. Played my first basketball game last Thursday, senior year of high school. I'm excited for next game. Love that. I absolutely love that. Basketball is a very fun sport to play. I love it. Hedman, Brodin, Forsling, and okay, I got you, King. Yeah, it might be tough to make it unless they play one of them on their offhand or their offside. Oilers in on the forecheck. Hudson along the boards gets it back to Ekholm. Ekholm down low. Trent Frederic, he steps up against Peak. Max Jones on the forecheck now. Jones like that. Oh, played in front. Max Jones with another shot. He's centering it out to Frederic. Good fourth line shift for the Oilers. Jones, Frederic, Hudson. They got it on the forecheck. Had a couple shots. Swayman, couple good saves. Puck comes to Bouchard now. He's going to take a hit by Mitten. Bouchard, he's just going to reset. He's not going to rush anything here. That was a good shift for the Oilers' fourth line. They're going to go change now, but that's the type of shift you need. You win an offensive zone board battle, get a puck towards the net, dig for rebounds. It's just simple hockey, man. Just simple hockey. You don't got to complicate it. Top line out for the Oilers. Puck out of the reach of McDavid, and here come the Bruins. Kushnadinov, he's going to cut it in front. Saved by Jarry. Puck is going to be played behind the Oilers' net. Kushnadinov loses it to Nugent Hopkins, but nice job by the Bruins on the back check. They're going to come up with it. Zadorov, left side. And the puck is going to be, well, that's deflected high and out of play into the crowd. Hopefully everyone's okay. Hopefully that didn't hit anybody. Don't think it did. Who's staying and who's getting the boot? That's a great question, Nomad. There's going to be a lot of tough decisions. Guys might have to go on waivers. He might have to make a couple trades. It's going to be very interesting once this team's healthy. Who's going to be sticking around? Charlie McAvoy, yeah, I'm the same, Colby. If I were to get another Bruins jersey, it's going to be Charlie McAvoy is the jersey I would get. Oilers ugly Christmas sweater, very nice. I also have an Oilers ugly Christmas sweater. It used to light up too, but the lights don't work anymore, sadly. Yeah, McDavid got cut from the high stick. It was only a 2-minute penalty though, so I don't know what the ref saw to determine that that's not a 4-minute penalty, but okay. Bud Colson in on the forecheck. Boston will send it down the ice. That would be icing, but oh man, look at Stastny's speed. What a play by Stastny to get that up the right wing. Savoy to Draisaitl, back to Savoy. Bad play by Draisaitl though. Puck stays in the neutral zone. Pasternak checked by Draisaitl. Here's Pasternak. Pasternak overskates the puck, trying to play it deep in the Oilers zone. Puck's just bouncing off of bodies right now, man. Here's Lindholm. Up the middle of the ice. Corrali. Across. Here's a shot by Pasternak, and that goes high and wide. Shot from the point now, saved by Jarry off of his blocker. Puck along the near half wall in the Oilers zone. Stastny defending, sends it across to Nurse. Nurse gives it to Podkolzin. Podkolzin up the right wing. Draisaitl in his feet, waiting for a change. He'll just send it into the Bruins zone and allows a couple of his forwards to get off. Boston behind their net. Here's Lowry for the Bruins. Through the middle. It's going to be sent in deep. Soderstrom chases after it against Stillman. Stillman trying to get it to Henrique. Stillman along the boards here. Gives it to Emberson. Emberson now hit by Kastelik. And Corrali plays it to the blue line. Here's Lowry. Lowry down low. Kastelik throws a hit. Can't come up with it. Good defensive play by Henrique. Henrique off the boards. Can't get it to Janmark, who was just a little ahead of the play on. Good job by Henrique here. He'll give it to just out of the reach of Janmark. Henrique, though, sharp angle shot, and that's going to be stopped by Swayman. With 12:52 to play. Again, it is still low event hockey. This is a very boring game. I think that's what the matchup is. The Pasternak line is going up against Draisaitl, and then the Zacha line is going up against McDavid. At least that's what I've noticed. Penn's losing 3-0 halfway through the game, and it's not Skinner. Yeah. Listen, I want Stu to have a very successful rest of his career. I hope he does very well in Pittsburgh. I mean, I would like a bit more action. I'd like a bit more chances, a bit more shots on goal from both teams would be nice. This is a very like, I always use the word low event. This is just a defensive battle between two teams and like not an exciting one. You know how you can have like exciting defensive games? This is just not an exciting game. What's going on, Kate? Yeah, it's bad. It's ugly. Need more from Janmark. Straight dud action. Yeah, I agree. Don't worry. Janmark could get that hat trick at some point this year, and then I'll buy his jersey. So the fall of the Penguins needs to be studied. They're retooling right now. All right, off the face-off. It's going to be sent into the Oilers zone. Oh, man. Looked like Zaka was hauled down. No call, though. Zach Hyman tries to get it past Zadorov. Zadorov does a good job. Hyman throws a hit on McAvoy. Zadorov grabs it. Trying to get by Nugent-Hopkins. McDavid, though, steals it. And the Oilers are going to reset in the neutral zone. Bro literally fell off a cliff. I don't know, man. I never really thought Janmark was that good to begin with. I've never been a big Janmark fan personally, but he has his moments in the playoffs, which is great, but I'd like him to do something during the season. Oh, man, here come the Bruins. Nice defensive play by Ekholm. There was a 2-on-1 for Boston. Ekholm got a great job getting his body in the lane. Did not allow the pass to get across. Hey, what's going on, Meatbag? How you doing? Good to see you again. Here come the Bruins now. Minton. He'll play that across to Steves. Steves, puck bounces behind the Oilers' goal. Hudson's back there with Bouchard, and looks like Emberson. Bouchard and Emberson together right now. That's not the defensive pair you want, I don't think. Here's a shot. Nice block by Jones. And then the puck comes to the blue line and out by Lindholm. Lindholm, good outlet to Minton. He'll give it to Steves. Steves around the boards. Puck comes to Minton. Asamont behind the Oilers' net, stolen by Max Jones, and Jones has speed here. He'll play it to the right wing to Frederic. Here's Trent Frederic. He'll protect along the boards. Frederic trying to make a play, trying to cycle it, but he's just cut off by too many Bruins. He's still doing a good job, though, keeping it alive. Max Jones comes in to support. Frederic and Jones, Hudson. Puck comes to Stastny, and he'll get it back in. Here's Hudson now. Tries to throw it into the middle. Nobody home. And the Bruins will just send that down the ice. That's going to be icing unless, no, it went to Jarry's stick. Jarry with an outlet up the middle. Here's Savoy. Puck in Draisaitl's feet, and that is very unfortunate. Oh, and now a break. Oh, Geeky almost had a breakaway. Oh, almost two good chances, but Edmonton couldn't get the puck out of Savoy's feet, and then Geeky couldn't corral the outlet pass. He would have had a breakaway against Edmonton. What's going on, Janelle? Good to see you again. Puck along the corner here, near corner in the Bruins zone. McAvoy fighting for it against Savoy and Podkolzin. Draisaitl waiting for an opening. Savoy can't come up with it. Oh, man, and an outlet almost stolen by Podkolzin. But the Bruins will bring it in. Here's Geeky for Boston. Kicks it forward, checked by Draisaitl. Gives it to Savoy. Savoy, puck off of a skate. Draisaitl. He'll just put it in deep. Podkolzin will chase after it. Oilers will get a full change in, I think. Yeah, Kitty's getting a glass of water. Looks like. Puck sent into the Bruins zone, and they're going to call icing on Edmonton there with 9:32 to play. Shots are 11-10 over halfway through this game. It's a snooze fest, folks. We got a snooze fest. I don't know where Mochi is right now. If Mochi stops by, I'll let y'all see Mochi. Kitty Kitty first star, absolutely. Middlestat will take the draw for Boston. McDavid will take it for Edmonton in the Oilers zone. Puck one to Peak. Peak towards the goal. That goes off of a stick and out of play. So we'll have a commercial break here. Oh my goodness, folks. I was hoping for a much more exciting game. This game is not fun to watch at all. This is brutal. I can't even make the commentary sound exciting because nothing is happening. What would the Oilers give to get Charlie McAvoy? Oh my God. Well, I don't think Boston would ever trade McAvoy. I don't think that would ever be in the cards. The conversation probably starts with Bouchard, honestly. What's up, Kyle? How you doing? No, Oilers are not. They're not trading for. They're not trading for McAvoy. Yeah, as long as we get the win, right? The game can be boring as long as Edmonton wins, but this is painful. This is a painful game to watch. I'm doing good, Kyle. I'm doing very good, thanks. That's a tough one. They play such different styles of games. When McAvoy's healthy, I think his on-ice defensive impact is incredibly important. Like if I looked at like an Ekholm McAvoy pairing, I think they would just be unbelievable together. But you can't take away the amount of offense that Bouchard gives you, especially in the playoffs. He's super clutch in the playoffs. That's a tough one. Bruins retain 50. Yeah, that would never happen, Andler. I don't blame you, Kyle. This game's boring, man. I don't blame anyone for tuning into other things right now. Defensive zone draw, won by Frederic. Frederic's going to shift with Draisaitl. I'm going to find the Draisaitl alternate Jersey City. Which one did you go to? I went to it's called the locker room now. It used to be called the Jersey City in Red Deer, but it's called the locker room is where I went. Defensive play by Bouchard, puck in the neutral zone. Yeah, what is this? Why is Frederic out there with Draisaitl? Frederic will keep the play alive, though. Oh, puck comes to Budkolzin. Took a weird hop off the stanchion. Here's Bouchard now. He'll step by his defender, gives it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl towards the goal. That's blocked in front. And here's Lindholm now. Draisaitl, backhand pass to nobody. Frederic chases after it for a moment. Oilers will make a change. Not sure what Knobloch's doing with the lines here. We'll see where Savoy is now. Puck is sent into the Oilers zone. Oh, man, Nurse gets beat on the puck. Off of a skate, kept alive, shot towards the Oilers' goal, goes wide. And all that, I mean, the Bruins had a chance there because Nurse just couldn't get the puck. Was it from Jeannot? I don't know. It's in Boston tonight. Hear that blender chugging away. Yeah, Roslovic needs to come back ASAP, man. Losing Roslovic is huge. That's quite the player Roslovic was when he was in the lineup. Off the draw. Darnell Nurse again. He's beat in a strength battle along the boards, and the puck comes to Jarry. He has to make a save. I hate that. It's 2 shifts in a row. Nurse is just out-muscled on the puck. What are we doing? Hey, what's up, Hockey Art? Just home from work. Thank God the feed is up. I wish I could have something exciting to talk about, but this game has been awful. Do I think James Higgins will play anything this season for the Bruins? I mean, maybe. Depends. It depends. I like James Higgins a lot. I don't know how Higgins' college team is doing, though. It'll depend when his college team season ends. Here's Henrique. That looked offside. Puck came to Mangiapane, but good defensive play by the Bruins. Here's Kastelik now. Kastelik sends it behind the Oilers' goal. Puck along the boards. Janmark can't come up with it. Corrali cycles it. It comes hard around Mangiapane. He'll flip it forward. Adam Henrique stops up to Mangiapane to Janmark one-on-one. Janmark trying to stick handle his way through. Didn't get a shot off. Bouchard across to Ekholm, though. Ekholm keeps the cycle alive. Here's McDavid. He'll play it back to the point for Bouchard. He'll give it to McDavid. Or Nugent Hopkins, sorry, to McDavid. McDavid into the middle. Drops it for Bouchard. Shot on goals. I don't think Swayman saw, but he made a pad save there. Good save. Puck behind the Oilers' goal. Jarry leaves it for Ekholm. Here's Bouchard now for Edmonton. Trying to get it to Nugent Hopkins. Stolen by Lindholm. Nuge with a good stick, though, to prevent the outlet to Middlestad. Puck comes to Boston now. Skating it in. Ekholm plays it forward. Kushneditov loses it. Shot from the point. On to Jarry. 6:44 to play. Can we trade Ekholm? I don't think we trade Ekholm. I don't. I think Ekholm, when he's healthy, he's good. Nah, that would never happen, Janelle, but that would be crazy. McDavid, defensive zone draw. He wins it. Sent down the ice. That's going to be icing on Edmonton. An unforced icing there. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Hughes is going to be happy in Minnesota for a while here. Oh, my God. 6:37 to play. Is Wallman healthy? Not right now. No, he's been out of the lineup for a while. I don't even know what happened to Wallman personally. Was it a broken finger or something? Off the face-off, puck won by the Oilers. Zacha against Bouchard. He gets it to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins loses it. Boston keeps it alive. And Boston trying to get a shot off here. Here's Bouchard now to McDavid. Over to Hyman. Shot into the Bruins zone. Here's Zadorov now. Oh, he blocked 2 shots. That's right. And then he was hit hard, too. I remember he got hit hard into the boards. That was in the Tampa game, right? Here's Emberson. He'll give that puck to McDavid. McDavid finds Draisaitl. Draisaitl on the backhand. Towards the net. Rebound in front. Oh, and it goes off of Hyman's skate. And then he's knocked into Swayman, and Swayman's mad. Swayman's kind of going after... they're going to say not icing. I don't know what's going on now. Here's Quinn Hudson. Hudson on his backhand. Waits for reinforcements to the blue line. Behind the Bruins net to Jones. Nice job by Jones. Good kick up to his feet. Jones and Hudson out there with Draisaitl. This is an interesting shift now for the forward group. Here's Max Jones. He shoots it. Good save by Swayman. Rebound. Hudson scores! Quinn Hudson, his first National Hockey League goal. Let's go, Hudson. Gets a shift with Draisaitl. And guess what? You play a skilled player with skill, and they can produce. Quinn Hudson, his first National Hockey League goal. He gets it off the rebound. Good for the kid. Love to see that. Draisaitl to Jones. Puck was along the boards. Hudson came in to support. Jones took it. He shoots it. Puck came out, and then, Hudson with the backhand beats Swayman. Nice job. Look at that. All right, Max Jones. Quinn Hudson connecting for a goal. Good job by Jones, too. Just get a puck on net. He shot for the rebound, too. Oh no, he shot glove side, but the puck bounced out. We'll take the lucky bounce. Welcome to the National Hockey League. Quinn Hudson, his first National Hockey League goal. And guess what? He's going to get a healthy scratch for that. Chris Knobloch's already, he's writing it on his notepad. Scratch Quinn Hudson. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Very happy for Quinn Hudson. First goal. Yo, Mob, $6.99 super chat. Hold on, Bruins. Here's a shot by Geeky. That goes high and wide. Mob says, do NHL teams make their players play if they're 80% recovery? Do they wait until they're 100% ready? I don't know. Sometimes players will be like, I'm playing, and the doctors will be like, yeah, okay. Doctors can only do things but make recommendations. But I don't know. I don't know how it works in the NHL. Here's Mangiapane to Bouchard. Here's Ekholm to Henrique. Henrique plays it down to Ekholm. Here's Ekholm, steps in front, looking to get a shot off, blocked by a couple Bruins. It's all good, Liam. Quinn Hudson scored for the Oilers, his first National Hockey League goal. Assisted by Max Jones. Oh, there's a giveaway by Henrique. What's going on? Uh-oh. What's going on? What happened to Jarry? What happened to Jarry? Is he hurt? What happened? He's skating around. Okay, puck came across. Jarry, oh boy. Oh boy. Pickard's getting his mask. Looks like Pickard's going to go in. Jarry tweaked something. Jarry looked like he tweaked something against Pittsburgh too, right? Those of you that tuned into the Pittsburgh game the other night, Jarry looked a little uncomfortable after one of the plays. I think it was in the second period. And then he went to the bench. He had a chat. I thought maybe Pickard was going to go in, but Jarry stayed in, and clearly that shot from Geeky affected something. Jarry looks like he's going to come out of the game. Oh, this game just got interesting, folks. This game just got very interesting. All right, Stan, get on the phone, Stan. Make a call. You need another goaltender. Oh, boy. Yeah, let's get Alex Lyon in here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Calvin Pickard coming in. This is not good. This is not good, folks. No, don't sacrifice your grandmother. What are we doing? Oh, boy. Olivier Rodriguez is not even in North America anymore. He's overseas now. We did. You just don't expect a potential injury after 3 starts. Okie dokie. We are back from commercial break. Jarry has left the game. So Calvin Pickard is in net, and we just have to hope Pickard, all he has to do, just play a bit average here, all right? Boston trying to get it in deep. Here's Draisaitl. Yes, big dick picks. That's right. We need big dick picks. Here's a hit by Podkolzin. Frederic in front. Good play. And then Podkolzin tried to get shot off. Good play by Frederic here. I haven't seen Savoy in a while. Don't know where Savoy is. Have not seen him on the ice. You have Frederic with Draisaitl and Podkolzin again. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Here's Lindholm. He'll send it across. Asamon walks in, shoots, and a save by Pickard. Pickard's already tested here. And here comes Draisaitl 3-on-2. He'll give it to Podkolzin. Podkolzin behind the Bruins net. I don't think he realized where Stastny was. Might have had a chance. Yeah, I went live. I was live today for the Bruins game. How are you? It's all good. You never have to apologize. I don't know who the E-Bug is, if I'm going to be honest with you. Don't know who the E-Bug is. Here's McDavid. Now he'll send the puck. Oh, and the puck has been taking strange bounces off the stanchion tonight. Here's Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. Oh, thank you very much. Glad you noticed. Yes, my dad got this for me before he went back home for Christmas. He was here for a couple weeks. Hadn't seen him in a while. Oh, Hyman missed Bouchard. Bouchard with a shot. Rebound in front. Saved by Jarry. Or Swayman, not Jarry. Jarry's out of the game. Calvin Pickard is in. Here's Zaka. He'll play it around. Middlestad out of his reach. Here's, oh man, giveaway by McAvoy and Hyman. He'll skate it through to center and then send it down the ice. Yeah, that's right. I agree, Kira. I agree. Call up Chair. Yeah, Chair will be the E-Bug tonight. Boston trying to get it into the Oilers zone. Pastrnak looked a little offside, but they're going to say no. Here's Pickard. He gives it away to Pastrnak. Here's a shot. Oh, good save by Pickard, man. Pickard gave it away. Boston, good shot. Oh, that's not going to be icing. That puck died before the goal line, so no icing. All right. Looks like Quinn Hudson's getting a shift with Henrique and Janmark now. Yeah, Savoy. I haven't seen Savoy in a while. I don't know if Savoy's hurt or if he's just being benched, but I have not seen Savoy. Here comes Janmark for the Oilers. Janmark across, trying to find Hudson. Nice job. Good stick. And here's a breakaway for Pastrnak. Nice job by Nurse, though. Great defensive play by Darnell Nurse. Geeky keeps it alive. Peek to Lindholm. Lindholm walks in, backhand towards the goal, and Lindholm gets taken down. I think Pickard made a save there. But Darnell Nurse, he prevented Pastrnak from getting a breakaway. That was a great defensive play from Darnell Nurse. Wow. Here's Boston now. They're going to keep the play alive. Late in the period, 35 seconds to play. Shot from the point. Puck deflects high and wide. Kastelik for the Bruins. Kastelik into the middle. Shot towards the net. Doesn't make it. Mitten gets it down low. Here's Tanner Jeannot now on his backhand to Mitten. Mitten trying to play it to the blue line. Loses it to Janmark. And looks like, here's Savoy. He's out there now. I didn't know where Savoy was. I hadn't seen him in a while, but Savoy is back on the ice. Almost had a breakaway. And the puck will come through. Boston will get it in. Not too deep. Edmonton doing a good job up the middle of the ice. And Savoy just can't get it to the Oiler in time. So the Oilers have a 2-1 lead heading to the third. Calvin Pickard has taken over the crease after the apparent injury to Tristan Jarry. Looks like lower body. Cannot speculate. Don't know what the issue is entirely. Hopefully he's okay, though. What celebration should you do at my next game if I score? Ooh. Do the Patrick Kane, like when he slides on his knees. Look up the Patrick Kane overtime winner against I think it was the Kings in the playoffs. That celebration. That's what you should do. Yeah, I'm with you, Kira. I agree. And who do you call up from the AHL? Ingram's not ready, and Tompkins is not very good. So, yeah, the Heartbreakers, Selly. There we go. That's what it's called. Do the Heartbreakers, Selly. Even if you're down by 5 goals, do the Heartbreakers, Selly. Oh, boy, oh, boy. All right, we just have to hope that Pickard can hold down the fort the rest of this game and then figure out a solution. Because if Jarry's out for any extended time here, they're gonna have to bring someone up. I don't know, man. Ingram hasn't been very good down in Bakersfield. Like, got me an Ekholm jersey while you're. Oh, that's very cool. That's great, Inspirato. I love that. Yeah, Tompkins. That seems to be the consensus, even though Tompkins hasn't been that good either for Bakersfield. But yeah, he's probably again, it's precautionary, right? I think he tweaked something in that Pittsburgh game. So Pickard's come in. He's made 3 saves. Jarry made 12 saves on 13 shots. We'll take a look at the Oilers' goal on the Edge Visualizer here. Is Quinn Hudson's first National Hockey League goal. Very excited for Quinn Hudson. Love to see that. Who does Wallman replace when he's off IR? It's got to be Regula. Alec Regula is just not it right now. Tiger Williams, best celly ever. I told you, Oilers fan, you got to do the Heartbreaker celly. The Patrick Kane Heartbreaker celly. I don't know. Chris Knobloch, when Wallman got hurt, was like, yeah, he'll probably be out for a few games, maybe a week or two, and then it just turns into several weeks and or months. No, I'm not switching jerseys. I like the cream. I'm wearing the cream tonight. We need Ty Conklin. I have nightmares of Ty Conklin. Game 1 against Carolina in 2006. Rolston got hurt. Conklin came in. Misplay behind the net led to the game winner for Carolina in that one. I don't want to talk about it. But here was Quinn Hudson's first National Hockey League goal. Jones wins a board battle. He comes out into the right circle. He throws it on net. Puck bounces around, and then Hudson grabs the rebound, and he goes forehand, backhand. He beats Swayman. Quinn Hudson's first National Hockey League goal, assisted by Jones. They gave Draisaitl an assist there too, but I thought Boston had possession. But they gave Draisaitl an assist on that. Yeah, it's not looking good. We'll take a look at the box score. I do want to know what the time on ice is. Draisaitl 13, 12 for McDavid. Jones has played 454, Hudson 551. Savoy's played 927, but he had significantly less ice time in that second period, I think. I barely saw him. He had a shift near the end. He had a shift at the beginning. I hardly saw him, though. They made a switch. They had Trent Frederic up with Draisaitl for a couple shifts, so... Samurai Rolston on 6:30 chat. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I don't know. Lower body, Justin, is what I would guess. I don't want to speculate on a potential injury, though. Maybe he had to poop. Maybe it was like Roberto Luongo with Vancouver in the playoffs a long time ago where he left the ice and then it turns out he just had to poop. Maybe Jarry just really has to take a poop. Stillman has played 8:24 tonight. I've actually liked Stillman's game. He's been fine. Emerson, 9:35. Bouchard's played 17 minutes, so. What has happened this game? Okay, Nugent Hopkins. I'll actually just quickly summary here. Nuge on the power play. 1-0 Edmonton by McDavid and Draisaitl. Zacha on the power play. Assist to Lindholm and McAvoy. And then Quinn Hudson's first National Hockey League goal. He scored off of a assist by Jones, so. Lighting up the jar hole. Oh my goodness. Quinn Hudson, though, first National Hockey League goal. Very happy. I do find it interesting that the Oilers, Clattenburg gets called up. He scores. Quinn Hudson gets called up. He scores. Almost like these guys that are coming up might be better than Janmark and Frederic and some of the other bottom 6 guys that aren't doing very much. Take a look at the money puck. I have no idea what the stats are going to say. I don't know what the expected goals are. Overall, it's been a pretty low event game, but what a quitter. Just crap your pants, change and shower between periods. Yeah, it deserved to win a meter is basically 50-50. Both teams have had the same quality of chances. Expected goals, all situations. Look how low event this is, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, iPod. What the heck? Fleecy, my dad who's a doctor saying it's a knee injury, and it looked like he tweaked it against Pittsburgh. He was moving his knee and leg around against Pittsburgh for a couple minutes. Didn't end up coming out of the game. Expected goals tonight, 5-on-5. Look at Bouch, 97.23%. The expected goals again, 0.01. Bouchard's had a hell of a game defensively. Draisaitl, Ekholm playing good. Jones, Hudson. Play Hudson more. I want Quinn Hudson to get about 5 minutes of ice time in the third period. Play the kid. Oh, and then your usual suspects, Henrique, Janmark, Mangiapane. Yeah. Minnesota about to go 82-0 now. So yeah, Jarry before he left, 1 goal against. He had plus 0.26 goals saved above expected. And he had a 92.3 goals save percentage. Yeah, I'm with you, Aaron. It is less than ideal. Would I get a Quinn Hudson jersey? I mean, maybe one day. If he becomes an NHL regular, we'll see. Get some freaking knee pads. I mean... All right, folks, I'm going to take a quick little break here. Oh, wait, no, I have two packs of cards to open. Never mind. I'm not going to take a quick break. We're going to open 2 more packs of Series 1 Upper Deck hockey cards. We pulled a Nuge and a Young Guns Zane Parik rookie card. So let us turn on this webcam. Whoop-de-doo. Let's move that over here. Don't mind the cables. We got the Series 1 here. My webcam is really struggling at, focusing. Holographic Charizard. It's not a Pokemon pack. I could do Pokemon pack openings, too. That'd be kind of fun to do on stream. I do like collecting the Pokemon cards. I'm a big nerd. Look at that. We got a Nick Suzuki. Nice celebration for Suzuki for Montreal. We got Jamie Alexiak on Seattle. Seattle's having a tough go right now. Mark Kastelik for the Bruins in the lineup tonight for Boston. Adam Larson, former Oiler. I miss Larson. Liked Larson a lot. Tracking systems. You got Igor Shesterkin for the Rangers. Young Guns. We got Demidov. It's a checklist card. Demidov and Levshunov from Chicago. Very interesting. Look at that. Tim Stutzla from the Ottawa Senators. You got Kiefer Sherwood. A lot of fans in oil country would like Sherwood on the team, eh? If everyone on Edmonton worked as hard as Sherwood did, I don't know how much Edmonton would ever lose. Sherwood just goes and goes and goes. Here's Mark Stone in Vegas. You got Bobby McMahon on the Leafs. You got Joel Edmondson. Boo, Kings. Boo. And Max Domi, look at that. No front teeth for Max Domi. He's looking handsome. Yo, webcam, you wanna focus up a little bit? No? All right. This is the bad webcam. My not so quality webcam here. All right, one more pack, and then I'm gonna take a little break, if y'all don't mind. Rip it open. Next pack. Who do we got? Oh boy. We got Tyler Bertuzzi. Can this webcam focus? Oh my God. Thank you. You got Rupe Hintz on Dallas. You got Dawson Mercer, New Jersey. Nazem Kadri, boo, on the Calgary Flames. You got Jared Spurgeon on the Minnesota Wild. You've got compadres, Nikita Kucherov and Victor Hedman, Tampa Bay Lightning. Ooh, look at that. An encore, Ivan Demidov. A couple Demidovs tonight. Cup Quest, Ryan Nuge. Hey, look at that. Nuge even has a goal. Tonight. Look at that. Cup Quest for Nuge. Hopefully he gets one in his career on Edmonton. Blake Lizotte on Pittsburgh. Sean Couturier. We got Igor Chinikov and Dylan DeMello. Very cool. All right. Pulled a couple interesting cards. Nothing too crazy, but nothing horrible. No Panthers, I don't think, tonight. Thank goodness. I remember doing a pack opening last year during a live stream, and the amount of Panthers cards I pulled was awful. So, all right, folks, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Going to grab some water. And hopefully when I come back, hopefully there's an update on Jarry by the time I come back, see if he returns or not. But yeah, something happened. He clearly tweaked something. So I don't know what's going on there. But hopefully he ends up being A-okay. We'll find out. We'll find out in a few minutes. I'll see you in a few, all right? Enjoy Chair's company. And also, be nice to Chair. I know what you all say about Chair behind his back. All right, how we doing? How we doing, folks? What's up, Patrick? I hope so too. I hope there is nothing serious for Jarry because Tompkins and Ingram are not the play. What about Connor Unger? Connor Unger has like a 940 save percentage with 3 different teams in the ECHL this season. He's played 11 games down there. Bring up Unger from the ECHL. Jarry left the game late in the second. Looked like he might have tweaked something with his knee. Am I planning on streaming during the Olympics and doing some content on that? Absolutely, yeah. The Olympics is something that I'm very excited to do content for, 100%. The streams will be weird times because it's in Italy, right? So, like, a lot of the live streams that I do are going to be in the morning here. Buster. Jason Anatino. Look at that. Yeah, there's the San Antonio. Jason San Antonio. The emergency backup. Could you imagine if he has to come in? Akira Schmid. All right. Third period, Calvin Pickard's back out for Edmonton. Shot towards the Oilers. Crease goes wide. Geeky in on the forecheck. Here's Ekholm now. He'll give it to Draisaitl. Hey, Andre, how are you? From Chile. Very cool. Hope you enjoy your stay, my friend. Oh, and that's a penalty on the Oilers. Uh-oh. Looks like Bouchard's going to go for hooking. Not good. Evan Bouchard's getting called for a hook here. Let's see. Was this an actual hook? Stick in the hands. Yeah. Stick in the hands. Get it out of the hands. That's not a good penalty by Bouchard. There's no reason for that. If I'm going to be hard on Nurse for the penalty he took, I'm going to be hard on Bouchard for that one. That's not a good penalty to take, personally. All right, Boston wins the faceoff here. Trying to get a shot towards the goal, and it's blocked. Drifts outside of the zone. All right. Oil hate picks confirmed. Oh, no. All right, here come the Bruins. Lindholm. He plays it to Pasternak. Pasternak across the ice. It comes out to Zacha. Good defensive play by Stastny. Tied up Zacha's stick. Couldn't get a shot off. Boston, for now, will maintain possession, but it's going to be shot down by Stastny. Good couple plays there by Stastny. Spencer Stastny looking decent there. Here come the Bruins. Puck at the blue line. Here's McAvoy. Pasternak, McAvoy, puck deflected, rebound. Puck comes around and Pasternak stolen by the Oilers. And, that's kept alive, though. That's kept alive. Boston towards the goal. Oh, that goes over the glove of Pickard. And here's Nugent Hopkins. He has McDavid on a breakaway. Connor in, scores! Connor McDavid makes it 3-1. McDavid continues his torrid pace right now. Nice pass by Nugent Hopkins. And the Oilers get a shorthanded goal. McDavid on the breakaway, set up by Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Let's go. And Connor McDavid was penalty killing. Haven't seen him penalty kill too much as of late, but Nugent Hopkins comes up with possession, and then he gives it to McDavid. He blows by McAvoy, and then McDavid goes forehand, backhand. Swayman, all he can do is just hope that he gets a pat on it, but that's McDavid's 21st goal of the season. Franklin, hi, bud. Hi. Big goal for the Oilers here. Boston still on the power play, though. Let's see if we can kill it. Franklin, you want to come up? Hi, bud. Oh, there's a shot by Middlestad, or Lowry, sorry. Good save by Pickard. Another shot on net. Pickard, it's in the crease. He can't grab it. Here's another shot. Good save by Pickard, and it comes out in front. Here's Lowry. He'll play it to Lindholm with a shot blocked in front by Stastny, and Stastny will just get that puck out of trouble. Boston with possession. Here's Lindholm. He'll send it across to Middlestad. Esamont. Esamont to Lindholm. Lindholm towards the goal. Saved by Pickard. Rebound in front. Franklin is biting my leg. Ow, Franklin! Bouchard sends the puck in deep. Guys, you have to see, I have to show you what's happening here. 1 second. Franklin is being an absolute menace right now. He is attacking my foot. Franklin, what are you doing, bud? Hey? Franklin is attacking me. He's grabbing my foot. His claws are in my foot right now. Franklin the go. Franklin, what are you doing, bud? Hey. Franklin. Franklin. Give me my foot. Don't attack me, please. Don't attack me. Oh, boy. So if my commentary gets a little strange, it's probably because he's biting at my foot, which he's doing right now, actually, as I say that. I accidentally had that clock running, so I got to go back up to... Here we go. I'm late. Don't worry. It's all good, Russian Egg. Here's McDavid. He's going to walk in, trying to get a shot off on Swayman. But that's forced off the stick. No, it's all good. Listen, anytime anyone shows up, no one's ever truly late. Late is just a construct. As long as you're here, you say hi and hit that like button. That's all I care about. Boston in on the forecheck, centered out in front. Good play by Stillman. And here's Connor McDavid now. He'll play it across to Emberson. I've liked Stillman's game tonight. Stillman has played a pretty calm game here. With 1 second left. Not still on time, Kyle. Still on time. Last time I got scared by a cat was seeing a tiger on the path in the woods on a hike. That is horrifying. That would be very scary. But Edmonton trying to get it on the forecheck. Boston, though, they'll get the breakout. Puck over Pasternak's stick. And that's going to be icing on the Bruins. Shots are 20-16 in favor of Boston, but the Oilers have a 3-1 lead. Power play goal for Nugent Hopkins. Shorthanded goal for Connor McDavid. And Quinn Hudson with a 5-on-5 goal for his first in the National Hockey League. Yep, I'm with you. I'm with you, man. As long as, Stillman, he looks fine. He's composed. He's poised. Good skater. Here's Draisaitl. He'll take the face off. Yeah, Jones has had a good game too. I agree. Quinn Hudson's out there with Draisaitl and Jones. They connected earlier on a goal, those three. So this is, rewarding Jones. Oh, nice pickoff by Draisaitl. Draisaitl walks in, drops it for Jones to Hudson. Oh, and he almost cut it out in front to Jones on his backhand with a save by Swayman. This line has something. Jones, he kind of fanned on the initial attempt, but Quinn Hudson, he's good with his stick too. Draisaitl setting them up. Look at Quinn Hudson. Quinn Hudson's been looking good. Good save by Swayman there. Keep giving those guys shifts. They're playing well. You have to reward good play. And I like that they're giving Leon those shifts with those guys too. Leon, he takes the young kids under his wing all the time. He loves playing with the kids, man. Maximus Jones, exactly. Here's Savoy. He's going to take the face off. He's out there with Henrique and Mangiapane, which is an okay line. I don't mind Mangiapane playing with a bit more skill instead of Janmark. So, puck through the skates of Savoy. He falls. Boston 3-on-2. Here's McAvoy. He's checked off the puck. Comes across, and they can't get a shot off. cannot get a shot off, and now the puck is going to be sent down the ice. Savoy's going to chase after it against McAvoy. Puck's going to go off the glass. And there's a puck. Goes off of a stick and out of play with 15:07 to go. There's a pumpkin seed in my pistachios. What? Interesting. No, that was Savoy that fell in the neutral zone. I like the Nation boys, but I'm glad that you think my channel's better, but I promise you, I do like their content a lot. The Oily Boys. I love the Oily Boys, man. Here's Middlestad. He's going to lose that. Connor McDavid with a ton of speed. Yeah, Jarry left with an injury, so here's Zach Hyman in on the forecheck. He's going to lose that puck. Here's Middlestad now. Into the middle of the ice. Here's Peak for the Bruins. Peak behind the net. Loses it to Emberson. Nugent Hopkins can't grab it, though. Peak across, shot towards the goal, and that's an easy save for Calvin Pickard. I think he's made about 7 saves now for Edmonton. I hope it's not serious. I don't know what I mean, their call-up option is Tompkins or Ingram, and neither of them are ready, in my opinion. And the Oilers have a back-to-back this weekend. They play Minnesota Saturday and then Vegas Sunday. It's a tough one. You need another goalie. Off the face-off now. Yeah, I've heard that rumor too, that the Oilers might be close to getting Lyon from Buffalo. Shot towards the Oilers' goal. That's blocked in front. And here comes Leon Draisaitl now with Frederic. He gives it to Frederic, one-on-one. Frederic stops up, though. I thought he might try and cut into the middle, man. Frederic should have made a power move. Draisaitl trying to play it in front. And here come the Bruins. Pasternak for Boston into the middle. Good defensive play by Frederic on the back check. Here's Ekholm for the Oilers. He's holding on to it. Waits for reinforcements. Ekholm skates it forward. Boston in their trap formation, down by 2. Boston's going to have to open it up here soon. They're the ones that are down by 2 goals. And the outlet pass for Pasternak is out of his reach again. Boston just can't seem to get the outlets going here. Here's Ekholm now up the right wing. He's going to find Zach Hyman. Hyman gets hit, and they're going to call a penalty. That's Lowry's going to go to the box here. I don't know what they're calling Lowry for. I thought it was just a body check on Hyman, but Lowry's going to the box. The Oilers can put this game away. Hyman turns from the hit. I mean, it is a cross-checking motion, but Hyman is turning from the hit. I don't know, man. I think that's a soft call. Right? Am I crazy in thinking that's a soft call? I'm trying not to be Bruins bias here because I still like the Bruins, obviously, but I think that's a soft call. Yeah, that's true. I guess the standard has been pretty soft tonight. Haven't been a big fan of any of the penalties. The only real penalty, in my opinion, was the high stick on McDavid, and it cut him, and they only gave a 2-minute minor for some reason, so... Well, 100%. Yeah. I would be losing it if that was a penalty on Edmonton. I do my best, Kira. I honestly try not to even talk about officiating in most of my videos, whether it's a post-game or a pre-game or a day after, because the officials just stink in general. The Oilers have nights where they get the favorable calls. The Oilers have nights where they don't get the favorable calls. I honestly think things even out. So I never really in individual moments, I will call out officiating, but as a whole, I try to avoid it because it's just not worth it. Yes, Oilers fan first, Everett. Oilers fan since 97, Bruins fan since 2003, but Edmonton has always had that extra special place in my heart, you know? Seeing the Oilers lose in the Cup final, I cry. Right? That's how emotional I am with this team. Kulak was traded a few days ago. He was part of this the Tristan Jarry trade to Edmonton from Pittsburgh. Moving to Vancouver, so you're turning into a Canucks fan. I mean, hey, I can't stop you. You live your life. All right, the Sportsnet feed is like really choppy right now. Puck one back to Bouchard. Oilers with the power play, 1 for 2. Here's Nugent Hopkins. He'll give it to McDavid. Back to Nugent Hopkins with a shot, and that goes deflects over top of the glass, I think. 13:32 to go here in the period. If the Canucks embraced an actual rebuild, embraced a youth movement, they'd be fun to watch. Yeah, I agree. Dr. Samich, with that assessment. Here's Draisaitl off the face-off. Won by the Bruins, and that's sent down into the neutral zone. Oh, McDavid's breakaway was very nice. The shorthanded goal was beautiful. There's a nice pass by Nuge, and then McDavid went forehand backhand on Swayman. Now, McDavid tried to skate through a couple defenders there, and Boston sends the puck deep into the Oilers zone. Here's Draisaitl now. He'll give the puck to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins behind the Bruins net. Zadorov's going to cut him off. McAvoy will grab it. Can't get it out, though. Here's McDavid. McDavid to Bouchard, back to McDavid. McDavid to Bouchard to McDavid. 1:05 to go on the power play for Edmonton. He'll give it to Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. Here's Bouchard with a shot. Rebound. Comes to Nugent Hopkins. McDavid keeps it alive for a moment, but that's sent down the ice by the Bruins. 50 seconds left on the power play here for Edmonton. If they could connect on a power play goal, you'd essentially put this game away, in my opinion. 4-1 lead for Edmonton in the third would be pretty hard to blow. Oh, and there's a giveaway by McDavid. Boston will take it by Corrali. Number 4 for your basketball team. Very nice. Oh, what a steal by Nugent Hopkins. Giveaway by the Bruins. Puck comes back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Nurse, and nobody was down in the corner. Edmonton tried to keep that alive. Henrique will chase after it. Good job by Henrique. He pokes it to Nugent Hopkins. To Nurse. Here's Draisaitl. To Nugent Hopkins. Into the middle. Here's Draisaitl. Centers it. Henrique. And Swayman's going to hang on to that with 11:44 to play. On a plane right now, can watch awesome. We can't get a decent game stream while in the air. You know what? That's totally okay, Alvy. The fact you can even tune into the live stream is crazy. Airline Wi-Fi is usually really bad. Yeah, the monkey's paw curled pretty hard there when I said I want a 900 from Jarry tonight. Well, we got a 900 from Jarry, but that finger curls. And it comes at the expense of an injury, apparently. All right, Pasternak. Bruins kill the penalty off. Boston now, they're going to be trying to get back in this game. They're down by 2 with 11.5 minutes to play. Boston's out shooting the Oilers 20-17 in a low-event defensive battle. The games are 57 minutes. Here's Mangiapane. The Oilers with another steal in the Bruins zone. McAvoy plays it up to Pasternak. Pasta gives it to McAvoy. McAvoy across the ice. Geeky to the blue line. Here's Lindholm. Maybe one extra pass there by Lindholm. Puck sent across. Here's Pasternak. Zadorov with a shot. Rebound in front. And Pickard with a good save. Good save by Picks there. That's a howitzer by Zadorov. I figured. I didn't think Draisaitl should have been credited. I thought Boston had possession before Jones took it, and then Hudson scored. But thank you for the update, Andler. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Pickard entering his Bobrovsky era. We just need good enough. It doesn't have to be amazing from Pickard. It just need good enough. Here's Emberson with a high flip to the neutral zone. Draisaitl now. He'll play it back. Stillman across to Emberson. Emberson, he takes a hard hit. Puck sent into the Bruins zone. Here's Pasternak now across the ice. Here's Lindholm with a shot. That goes off of a stick and out of play with 10:35 to play. That's true, Kira. That's true. I mean, the Oilers were scoring a lot in the games that Pickard played in the playoffs, but hey, Pickard did have to make big saves in those games that he played. Yeah, Jarry got hurt, Slane. Not sure what the actual issue is. Could be a knee. Not sure, though. Hopefully he's okay. It looked like he tweaked something against Pittsburgh. And then tonight, late in the second period, after a whistle, he went to the bench, did not come back. Oh, man. And the Bruins are taking an offensive zone penalty here. The Oilers are going to get another power play. Another power play for Edmonton. He did, Sandwich. He absolutely did. Yeah, that's a penalty. Yeah. That's a bad penalty if you're the Bruins. So, Oilers, once again, chance to maybe put this game out of reach. You need that killer instinct here if you're the Oilers. I will never know. I think the Oilers were just hurt and ran out of gas. And also, Florida was just on another level. One of the greatest salary cap teams of all time, man. That Panthers team was just an absolute wagon. Here's Bouchard and Nugent Hopkins off the face-off. He tries to get it across to McDavid. Kept alive. Draisaitl towards the goal. Hyman can't get a stick on it. Swayman had to make a little reactionary save and sent down the ice by the Bruins. Draisaitl now with it. Takes his time. Bit of patience for Leon. To Nugent Hopkins. Oilers will enter the Bruins zone with possession. McDavid trying to play it. Nice job by the Bruins, though. Puck hit out of the air and back to the neutral zone. Oilers power play here. Come on. Let's get going. This is your chance to, put the game out of reach, man. We need killer instinct from this top unit. McDavid to Nugent Hopkins. Trying to play it back. Here's McDavid behind the Bruins goal. Draisaitl will protect on his backhand to Hyman. Hyman to Bouchard at the point. Bouchard gives it to Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. McDavid to Bouchard. Draisaitl one-timer. Good save by Swayman. Rebound. Hyman. He can't get a good clean shot off, and that's going to be stopped by Swayman. Wow. Yeah, not having Hyman definitely hurt. I still think Florida takes that series, even if they had a healthy Hyman, to be honest. I'll donate my groin. All right, they'll keep the top unit out. 55 seconds left on the power play for the Oilers. Off the face-off here. It's won by the Bruins. Kastelik's going to get by his man. McDavid does a good job, though. Draisaitl. Oh, and here's Hyman with a breakaway. Hyman walks in. Save by Swayman. Good save by Swayman. Or it was the outside of the goalpost, but Hyman went backhand, forehand. Swayman didn't give him too much space, and here come the Bruins now. Oh, what a move by Kastelik. Stolen by Draisaitl. Kastelik was dipsying and doodling, and now McDavid with speed. Drops it to Nuge, but that's taken away by Kastelik, and he'll throw it down the ice. All right, top unit goes off. The Oilers again, top unit. If Boston comes back in this game, it's those two power plays here in the third that they did not connect on, in my opinion. Ekholm on his forehand, plays it around. Mangiapane with it. Power plays over. Here's Savoy. He'll play it to the blue line. Nurse is pressured out of the box, and puck is going to deflect out of play with 8:24 to go here in the third period. You're the tallest guy on the team. How tall are you? What is even wrong with Frederic? I don't know. I don't know, man. But Frederic has had a better game tonight. The bottom six tonight has been better for Edmonton. If there's something to build off of, build off this one. 6'4". Holy smokes. I am 6'1.5", almost 6'2". Almost 6'2" for me. But I'll tell everyone I am 6'2", though. I'll give myself an extra half inch. You're 6 feet. 5'11". Now you're 6 feet. 5'6". Your son is 6'6". It's funny, like, I'm almost 6'2", and out of my main group of friends in high school, I was the shortest. My main group of friends that I hung out with, the boys, one was 6'4", the other one was 6'7". And I'm not saying that as like the 6'7" meme. He was legitimately like just a really tall guy. I'll play goalie for the Oilers. Everyone uses the metric system, but when people say their height, it's in feet and inches, right? Yep. We use the metric system when it's most convenient, and then we use imperial for other things. Here's McAvoy now. Pasternak across the ice. Lindholm, he'll dump it in deep. Nah, metric's number one, man. Isn't the U.S. the only country that uses imperial? Here's Pasternak trying to play it out in front. Puck goes off of a stick. And why do they have Janmark out with Draisaitl, man? What are we doing? Why is Quinn Hudson not getting a shift here? Oh, my goodness. Well, whatever. Maybe just trying to get Janmark a shift, but here comes Pasternak into the middle, just out of the reach. McAvoy's being pressured by Janmark, and no call. Fans wanted a call there on Janmark. He dropped his stick, though. Here's a play in front. Bruins trying to bring it out. Geeky's stick was tied up, couldn't get a shot off, and now McDavid with a ton of speed. McDavid shot out of a cannon. He'll give it to Darnell Nurse. Nurse across. Here's a play in front. What a save by Swayman on Hyman. Hyman was in all alone, and another save on Hyman. My goodness. Oh, and Nugent-Hopkins will lose it, and here come the Bruins. 1-on-1. Shot on Pickard, and he makes the save. Oh, man, and now we're back and forth. Here's Zach Hyman again. Backhand stop by Swayman. Jeez Louise, it's just back and forth all of a sudden. What the heck happened here? But the Bruins, I mean, they have to try and open it up, right? Puck along the blue line here. Here's Frederic. Frederic to McDavid. McDavid will go for a change. Stillman now for Edmonton. No, not that much closer unless Janmark gets a hat trick. Here's Trent Frederic. He'll chase after it with Henrique. Centers it out in front. Good save by Swayman. There's another shot off the goalpost. Oh, and I thought Frederic put the rebound in. What is happening? Oh, come on. Oh, I thought Stillman had that, man. Stillman shot it off the post. Frederic had a chance at the rebound. Oh, crazy. Stillman hit the post, and then Frederic had a rebound in front, and Swayman made the save on him. Henrique had a great chance too. Stillman hit the inside of the post. It's behind Swayman, and then Frederic can't come up with it. Oh, what a shot by Stillman. If Stillman had scored his first goal, that would have been amazing too. I would have loved that. All right, you have Savoy out with Jones and Draisaitl now. They're not giving Quinn Hudson any shifts now, I guess. I guess that's it for Quinn Hudson. You score a goal, and then you don't get to play anymore. What's going on, Jody? Here comes Draisaitl now through the neutral zone. Stick handling. Loses it. Savoy can't get it in deep. Into the neutral zone now. Good back check by the Oilers, though. Here's Savoy for the Oilers. Chips it forward. Jones will chase after it against McAvoy. Here's McAvoy. McAvoy will play it up to Jeannot. Jeannot to Minton. Here comes Minton now. Oh, and they're going to call a penalty here. Minton was... What is this penalty call? Is that on Echo? They're calling a penalty on the Oilers. Who's getting the call is what I want to know. Podkolzin's getting the penalty. Where's the call? Where's the penalty? I watched the replay. I didn't see a penalty. Okie dokie. That's a makeup call, right? I think the refs are doing a makeup call there. That's a weak call. It's slash on Podkolzin. Yeah, Swayman's made some big saves, man, in this third period. The Oilers have had their looks. Hyman's had 2 breakaways, and he's been stopped twice by Swayman. What did Nightbot do? I didn't notice what Nightbot did. All right, hit the like button, by the way. If you have not hit the like button yet on the live stream tonight, I don't even know what we're sitting at for likes. Let's take a look here. 82 like. Can we hit 100 likes? If we get to 100 likes, that would be big. If you haven't hit the like button on the live stream yet, hit the like button. We'll get to 100 likes. That would be fantastic. Refs onto something? No. Refs on something? Yes. That's a weak call, man. Unless they're saying he caught the hand with the first slash, because there was 2 plays where Podkolzin waved his stick. He might have caught the hand and I didn't see it. Thank you for smashing that button. The Ref Sportsbook. Nightbot, yeah, Nightbot for some reason I don't understand. I'm gonna fix Nightbot before the next live stream. I don't know when it's gonna be. It might be next week before Christmas. The game on the 23rd against Calgary. I think that's who they play on the 23rd against the Flames. That might be my next live stream. All right, let's see if the Oilers can get a kill. The Oilers had 2 power plays to put this game away. They did not convert. So now Boston, they have a 2-minute power play with 5:31 here. If Boston scores on this power play, they're only down by 1. So the Oilers need a big kill. Here's McAvoy. He'll drop it back. Here comes Lindholm. He'll give it to Zacha. Across to Pasternak to McAvoy. McAvoy. Pasternak. To McAvoy. The Oilers are playing aggressive on the kill. They have Nuge with McDavid again. They connected on a shorthanded goal earlier. Here's Pasternak into the middle. Taken by the Oilers, and Ekholm sends it all the way down the ice. Here's McAvoy now. He'll drop it back. 1:15 left on the power play for the Bruins. Here comes Zacha. He'll play it to Pasternak. Pasternak being checked by Savoy. Crowd wanted a call there. Savoy almost, you could have called a hook on Savoy there, but they didn't. Here's Lindholm for the Bruins. Boston losing a lot of time here. 48 seconds left on the power play. Here's Steves. Chips it. Charges. Goes after it. Puck comes to the blue line. Lindholm. He'll play that to Lowry. Lindholm to Lowry. Lowry with a shot in front. Good save by Pickard. And Nugent Hopkins trying to get the puck out. Lowry, he battles for it. And Nugent Hopkins will just send it down the ice. 23 seconds left on the power play. Bruins fans are getting very antsy right now. They are not happy. Here come the Bruins. They'll skate it forward. Middlestad, nice pass to Lowry. Lowry, toe drag, shot. Puck goes off of a skate and wide. 6 seconds left. Here's a hit by Henrique. Puck comes across. Lowry into the middle. Rebound in front. And they can't come up with it. Good kill by the Oilers. And nice job by Henrique. Podkolzin gets it out. Here come the Bruins, though. They'll enter the zone again. Here's a shot towards Pickard, and that doesn't make it. Here's Middlestad now for Boston. Middlestad along the boards. Middlestad trying to play to the blue line. Nice job by Henrique, and he'll give it to Janmark. Janmark to Podkolzin. Podkolzin tries to spin off a check here. He keeps fighting for it, but Boston will come away with it. Here's Jeannot. Tanner Jeannot. Good hit by Bouchard on Jeannot, but the Bruins come up with possession. Minton to the blue line. Zadorov. He'll play it across to Peak. Ekholm up the boards. Frederic trying to get it out. He can't. Out there with Draisaitl. Kept alive. Here's Minton behind the Oilers' goal. Minton, Draisaitl, Bouchard. Boston still has it. Boston can't get a shot, though. Good defensive play by Draisaitl, and then Frederic will send it down. Chased by Podkolzin. Stolen by Frederic. Frederic trying to split the defense. Oh, Frederic had been able to get in there. That would have been amazing. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Peyton. Bouch almost sold, but he did make a good defensive play. He recovered. We'll give him that. He recovered nicely. Bruins down 2 with 2 minutes to play. Here's Pasternak. He's going to go in against Stastny. Stastny takes Pasternak out of the play. Bruins have pulled the goalie. Good save by Pickard. Puck comes across the ice. Pasternak along the half wall. Plays it back to the blue line. Oh, and the puck goes off McAvoy's skate and out of the zone. He couldn't hold it. Lindholm will dump it in. Bruins will chase. McDavid on his backhand. Gives it to Nugent Hopkins. Oh, man. What a pass by Stastny. Almost dangerous, though. Almost dangerous. Boston trying to come up with it. Puck will come to Hyman on his backhand. Hyman trying to get it towards the goal. Good defense by the Bruins. Here's McAvoy. He'll play it forward. Zaka across the ice. Boston with another hard rim. Dump and chase. Pasternak goes after it against Ekholm. Nurse plays it forward. Not out, though. Boston with a shot towards the goal. Doesn't make it. Here's Geekie. Pasternak in front. Puck into the crease area. Good poke check by Pickard. Pasternak to Lindholm. Lindholm towards the Oilers' goal. That goes wide. And that's going to be played by a high stick by Pasternak with 52 seconds to go. That puck or the faceoff will come out of the Oilers' zone. Freddie's had a good game. I've liked Freddie's game tonight. So 52 seconds to go here. Oilers hanging on to a 2-goal lead. Doing a good job defending, though. They're not giving the Bruins too many high-danger looks right now. Yeah, Hyman should have 3 goals. I agree. Hyman's been stopped by Swayman a couple times, had the empty net, just couldn't get a shot off. It's possible, Savoy. You know, the wear and tear of an NHL season. It does affect young players sometimes, but I'm not sure. I think Savoy's okay. What's up, SpongeBob? Well, we'll see. There's definitely a lot more sun breaking through the clouds, that's for sure. Face-off won by the Bruins. Shot towards Pickard, and that stopped. Puck off of a glove. Played by McAvoy, sorry. Pasternak comes up with it. McDavid steals it. He's hooked up, and there's going to be a penalty on the Bruins, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Yeah. Hooking call. Bruins shorthanded. So Lindholm's being sent to the box here. Yeah. Pasternak got a misconduct, I think, or... So yeah, Lindholm got the misconduct for arguing with the call. So McDavid, he came out in front and I mean, that exact play happened to Pasternak and they didn't call it, but then they called it against the Bruins, but we'll take it. The net is no longer empty. Edmonton has a power play, and that'll kill the last 30 seconds of this game. Boston will send it down. I don't know if the Oilers are going to really press for offense here. Bouchard's just going to hang on to it behind his net. Bouchard just hanging on to it. 15 seconds to play. The Oilers are not trying to press for offense. Game's going to be over here. Killed the clock. Oilers with a big win to improve to 17, 12, and 6. They've won 3 out of 4 on this road trip so far. And they have a meeting coming up against Minnesota on Saturday. So a good win for the Oilers. Nice job by Calvin Pickard tonight. He stepped in a very difficult situation when Tristan Jarry went down with injury. Nice job by Picks. He made some big saves for the team. Didn't have to be amazing, but he did make the saves that he's supposed to, and that's all I ask, right? 900. That's all I asked for is a 900 save percentage. Pickard, 12 for 12 when it came to the shots on goal. Yeah, I hope Jarry's okay. But I'm going to get the post-game fan reaction recorded very quickly here. That'll be up within the next hour or two. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Thank you to everyone that tuned in. Thank you for the subscriptions and the super chats today. Truly appreciate it. Your support means the world. Sorry, I was a few minutes late today before I started the stream. But yeah, Tristan Jarry, 12 out of 13 saves. Then he went down with an injury. Not sure what it is. No, we're on a 2-game win streak now. Lucky. We're on a 2-game win streak now. We beat Toronto, lost to Montreal, then we beat Pittsburgh, and now Boston. Game on Saturday is going to be very tough against Minnesota. That will close out the road trip, but the Oilers have taken 3 on this road trip so far out of 4 that they played. There's a 5th game Saturday. If you can take 4 or 5 on this road trip, man, if they beat Minnesota Saturday, like we're laughing. We're having a good time here. Yeah, we will. I'll see y'all soon, all right? 3 stars of the game were apparently McDavid, Nuge, and Zacha. We'll stay. If we win on Saturday, if we lose Saturday, we'll still be above 500 for the road trip. So the fact they have 3 wins on this road trip already out of the 4 games they've played, that's fantastic. But Minnesota will be a tough one. We'll see if they can do the job on Saturday. And we'll see how Tristan Jarry is. We'll talk about it in the post-game fan reaction. Hit the like button on your way out, all right? Hit the like button on your way out. Oh, I was just looking at the NHL website. Their 3 stars were McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, Zacha. But the Sportsnet 3 stars, they might have given, McDavid, Hudson, and Pickard. All right, folks. Yeah, we are in a playoff spot as well. I can actually show everyone the standings with the win as it updated. Hasn't updated yet. We'll be 2 points behind Anaheim. But Anaheim is a game in hand. So we are currently 3rd. 3rd in the Pacific. The Kings are up 2-1 late on LA. So, yeah. All right, folks. We'll see you soon. I'll see you in the fan reaction in about an hour or so. Hour or two. Lots to talk about. Thank you for tuning in. Truly appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one, all right? Tell someone that you love them. As always, fight like a kid. Fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers. We'll see you soon, folks. Take care.